Rectum.
Finger out, promenade the halls, now release the poor guy's balls. Down with the petticoat, up with the pants, this is the end of the dirty square dance. Do-si-do, I reckon. I'm tired now.
All right.
I'm gonna go grab me some French fried potatoes.
All right, 10:02 at 560 WQAM. Happy Friday to you. Oh, man. I don't want to start off your Friday on a negative note, George. I've been holding back. Didn't tell you this all morning until now. Last night at the New Mac Arena. God, do I love that place or what? Oh! But at any rate, so before the game, someone, I don't want to tell you who it was that said this, but I'll let you guess after I tell you what it was. They were commiserating with me about what a brutal week it's been on the show and about the lack of phone calls and the bozos and what a horseball week it's been, as if I need to know that. And this particular person theorized that the reason for that being was that last week when I was on vacation and you did the show, that the overwhelming majority of the audience vanished. And then when I came back on Monday, the only people who were left were the people who liked the show that you did last week. And as a result, they were calling in, peeing on your leg. And it's going to take days, weeks for the audience to come back. And, of course, I don't believe that, but I just thought I'd pass that along and let you guess as to who said that.
Not my good, close personal friend, Jeff Rimmer.
Hey, there you go. Excellent guess. Oh! How'd you guess that?
Well, I think we need to do 3 hockey shows in a row to get that audience back.
That, you know, something, I blew it. If Tuesday through yesterday, if I would have just threatened to put Rimmer on the air with hockey shows, these phones would have rang off the goddamn hook. I guarantee you that. Am I right?
Uh-huh.
You bet your sweet ass. Yes, the Rimmer said a little on the weak side is what he said. George chased the whole audience away. Anybody believe that?
No.
Rimmer believes it. Yeah, we had a good time there last night for one period, which is enough for an exhibitionist game. Had a great time. Was there a game going on at the same time?
No.
Not that I noticed. Oh, by the way, don't tell anybody at the Sun Sentinel. You know, I realize this is nitpicking, but it's just such a classic example of the 2 great newspapers we have in this town that are always making just grotesque, glaring mistakes. I'm reading about, the Panthers wound up losing 2-1, which when we left after one period, there was no score, and rightfully so, although the Panthers had a lot of shots. 49 shots in that game last night. They looked okay, considering. But at any rate, I'm looking at a summary here in the Scum Sentinel, and it shows a goal for the Panthers in the first period. And then it says, first period, Florida, Murphy from Kozlov, 10:41. And I'm thinking to myself, was it that boring that I really missed a goal? There was no score at the end of a period, but according to the Sun Sentinel, it was 1-0. And then in the story it says about how great Trevor Kidd played in goal for Carolina. It says, with the exception of a Gord Murphy goal midway through the second period, Trevor Kidd closed the door. But in the summary, it shows they scored in the first period. So just a little bit of a mistake. Panthers losing overtime 2-1 in a meaningless exhibition game. But we had a pretty good crowd there for an exhibitionist game last night, don't you think?
Uh-huh.
I think so. We had about 10,000 people. Even though it says 16,000 in the paper, which, of course, those are tickets sold again. Get used to that. Means nothing. But for an exhibitionist game, and I'll tell you who looked good last night. I got all my notes, which we'll get into eventually. But in the meantime, we're going to be doing our first Center One appearance. And Sam the Sham was in here today. How do you like that?
Oh!
He said he's bored. He's got to do something.
Oh!
Yeah, he's bored. Oh, and by the way, thanks to the Panthers for my great Panthers jersey. This is the 3rd jersey, by the way, that they're wearing, the brand new 3rd jersey. And they got one with my name, Rogers, number 98 on the back, which I don't know what the significance of that is, except maybe the year. Is that what that is? And everybody seemed to be real happy campers to me. I didn't see anybody grumbling or mumbling or bitching or bellyaching. Certainly there are some problems, and I'll talk about some of those, which have more to do with hockey than the arena itself, with the hockey ambiance and some of the things that were done. When they built that arena, it was done with plushness and appearance and state-of-the-artness in mind. The hockey part of it, evidently the hockey people didn't really have as much input as maybe they should have, because there are some glaring deficiencies there, which I'll get into. But we don't want to bellyache like those assholes that were called a couple of days ago. They got a complaint the seats are too narrow and this. But most of the people, the one comment that they were making was, isn't this a machaya? Even the Goyim were saying that. Isn't this a pleasure that we don't have any panhandlers outside, that we walk out of the parking lot right up the escalator or up the steps and right into the building, and it's beautiful and fantastic, et cetera, and so on, and you feel safe. What a concept.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, as opposed to the old Miami Arena, of course, which was in a smarmy, grotesque neighborhood, and you just pray that your car never broke down anywhere in that area. And then, of course, you had the schleppers there, the gypsies and the tramps and thieves begging and hassling on the way in, on the way out, all over the goddamn place. Not a very appetizing ambiance around the old arena. Not bad inside, once you got inside with your life. And then, of course, once the valet parking people smashed up your car a couple of times, you figured that wasn't probably a good idea either at the old arena. But the new Mac Arena, man, you park out there, especially if you got the fancy reserve, whatever the hell they call that, club parking, like some of us have. And you drive in there off of 136th Avenue, Panther Parkway. Although they do need to mark the entrances there, okay? They give you a sheet and they show you drive-in entrance 5, 1, or 6 with this path. There's no markings on any of those things. They're just a bunch of people sitting out there, and it says, oh, you can't come in here. Then they saw me drive. Oh, yeah, you can come in here. Okay. And you pull in there and you park in that fancy schmancy parking. You go up the escalator, and you go in the front door, and you're there. And there's the place with all the merchandise and the shops and the restaurants and all these people milling around, everybody happy and everything sparkling and brand spanking new and glitzy and beautiful. And then instead of having a bunch of Aunt Your Mamas there waiting to let you in at the, and maybe they'll let you in whenever they feel like it, they got the turnstiles open already. They got a bunch of bright-faced punks there, and they take your ticket with a smile on their puss. Although they weren't too happy to see me, I noticed. But nevertheless. And you walk right in, and my section, you walk right in there, and there it is. And you go down 2 steps, and you're in your ass is in your seat.
Oh!
God, was that great. And then you got to take a leak. No problem at all. You walk right outside your section. You go about 10 feet. Right there is the gigantic tea room. There's men's room. Then there's a ladies' room. It alternates every section. So you have to walk maybe 10 feet at most. And, of course, the tea rooms are gigantic. I heard drilling sounds in there, which were kind of suspicious. Well, it was opening night, But gigantic, humongous, and clean and spanking, et cetera, and so on. In fact, there were a couple of guys taking a leak. They said, boy, we feel this is like an honor, like we're breaking these urinals in. No, seriously. It's like when you go to Ruth's Chris and they have the ice in the urinal. When they first open the joint, you get there early at 5 o'clock when they open for dinner. And you go in to take a leak before you have dinner, which, of course, any self-respecting guy does that. And you go in to take a leak, and there's all this fresh ice sitting in the urinal. You've never seen that? Oh, they don't have that at McDonald's, Joe. I'm sorry. Fat Joe's never seen that. Just don't eat in the right joints. But at any rate, the fresh ice is in there, and you pee on the fresh ice, and you watch it melt, and you feel like, wow, this is great.
And the steam rises?
Yeah, the steam rises from the thing and the odor, and then you run out of there. Oh, I didn't do that. It's 10:09. See, that wasn't really appetizing to get into the shell spot. So like I said, we'll be doing a gallery right by the Gallery of the Borders tomorrow, noon to 2 in Fort Lauderdale. Which you go right out Sunrise, just go east on Sunrise until you can barely go east no more, right? Am I right? I haven't been there in 2 years. I don't remember even exactly where it is.
It's right before the beach. It's on the right.
Before the beach?
Beach.
Noon to 2 tomorrow. And by the way, Sam the Sham tells me the best of Neil 97 and 98, the 2 volumes, are in the Borders in Broward all over already this morning, and they're going to get them in the day ones by noon today or thereabouts. So today they're doing it. And we'll give you that phone number, and hopefully we're going to raise a lot of money. And also on the show today, we're going to talk about all the money we're going to get from inside. You don't believe that? Like we used to with IOD? Oh, yeah. We used to get nice checks. Even when Paxton owned it, Ronna Wolf, Pete Bulger, everybody used to participate. That's not going to happen here?
No.
10 minutes after 10 at 560 WQAM. So getting back to last night's extravaganza in the Mac Arena, my first game ever in there, in my great seats, which I love and enjoy tremendously. The place is sparkling. It's beautiful. There's not a bad view in the house. The only problem, like I said, is the people who designed it weren't, I don't think, necessarily hockey people per se, because there were a few oversights. And I know I didn't want to hear other people bellyaching, but that was bellyaching about personal stuff. This is bellyaching from the standpoint of a fan who really understands the game, which I can understand why they didn't do that here, because they don't understand it anyway. The shot clocks, you look up on that big, gigantic scoreboard, and what a breath of fresh air and improvement that is over those crappy things that you had to be Superman to be able to see those things in those Diamond Vision things. Scoreboard is great. The only problem is the shot clock is not on the scoreboard. They're way, way down on the ends, and if you have like good binoculars or a telescope, you can see what the shots are. That's number one. Number two, the goal lights. Like I said yesterday, I'm amazed. They have like a little dinky red light on one side, a little dinky green light on the other side for the end of the period. By the way, when that first period ended, was there a buzzer?
No.
Was there a horn?
No.
Was there a sound?
No.
The referee finally looked around and blew his whistle, said, I think the period's over, guys. A little bit of, we're getting there. We have our same great PA announcer, by the way. I noticed they got the PA fixed from evidently what it was before. Sounded fine to me. He's great. And what was the other one thing about? Oh, and the out-of-town scoreboards. You know, why didn't they consult with me first? Even old Maple Leaf Gardens up there in Toronto, rest in peace very soon, even an old joint like that for years has had those little individual out-of-town scoreboards for each game. So you can see what period. See, I hate to break the news to you, but for those of us who really are fans, we do want to know the scores of the other game. And they could have very easily, they have a lot of room that they could have put those up there on the all around the arena so that we could follow the other games, assuming that we have any interest, which some of us do. But they didn't do that. So, you know, there are a few omissions, and maybe they'll come along and they'll, they'll correct some of the... But other than that, anybody's got any complaints about the comfort or about any... And yes, the food is very, very expensive. Is it good? I don't know, because I had a diet soda. But very expensive. But there's lots of it. There's certainly a lot of variety, and Wayne needs your money. As far as the team is concerned, I'll tell you one thing, and I'm the first person to say if I'm wrong or if I discover something, that Peter Worrell, he was garbage last year. This kid couldn't skate a lick. He was a joke. Last night, played a hell of a first period. Improved his skating 600%, throws his body around just like he did before, had a couple of good scoring chances, out-muscled guy for the puck in the offensive zone. Peter Worrell, I think, is going to be a player, guys. Look pretty damn good. Victor Kozlov, going to be a superstar. No question. And this Peter Ratchuk kid looked pretty good, I thought, last night, too. Ray Whitney had a good shot or two. And other than that, there wasn't much to see. Wasn't too much. Was a fishing game. People are busy getting the lay of the land. In fact, I was looking around over on the other side, which is where ordinarily we would have been sitting behind the penalty boxes. Now we're behind the benches. But I didn't recognize a whole lot of faces. Dr. Mark, the one that does, "You suck, Dvorsky." That guy, Dr. Mark, his wife came by and said hi. We love them. But I looked for some of our old friends from the old section at the arena. Didn't see any of them over there. Because it was an exhibitionist game and half the people weren't there. So I think that once we get the regular season started, then you'll see the ambiance develop in the building. It'll start rocking, and it'll be loud. There's nothing to be loud about it. It's an exhibition game. Most of us aren't even paying very much attention to what's going on out there because it's, is it a real game?
No.
It's a little cock out there. A little exercise. Get the feel of the thing. But I enjoyed it tremendously, and I'm going to tell you what a difference, what a breath of fresh air. And I know this is selfish, isn't it? Isn't it selfish on my part to say that I can drive there in 4.5 minutes and drive home in about 3 minutes? Yeah, I stayed for one period, which was plenty for an exhibitionist game. Stopped off at Publix, loaded up on some good stuff. Was home by 8:30 last night in time to watch that Cubs-Atlanta. Boy, did that Kevin Tapani pitch a great game last night for the Cubs, only to wind up, and they lose in extra innings. Sorry about that, guys. Too bad. Pitched a hell of a game, and so did Tom Glavine. Great game. Cubs are really doing it. Too bad Harry's in the ground. Can we dig him up, please, just one time? Just prop his ass up there in Wrigley Field for the next game anyway, the last one. So we're going to be debating. We're going to have take up an office pool to see who's going to give the biggest check for center one from inside the building other than yours truly. Is it going to be Greg Reed?
No.
Oh, and by the way, it was the nephew, speaking of the Reed family. It was Chris Reed, the nephew. He's the one that distributed all the Best of Neil CDs to the boarders all over town and is working on the Dade County locations today. Sam is just reporting the information. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's right. Chris, that's his lackey. He's running around doing all the delivery. Sam is in here to report that it's being taken care of. So I just want to make sure you understand that. Also, the Center One phone number for our Best of is working now as we speak. 954-563-3600. 954-563-3600. You can order your Best of Neil CDs and cassettes, and et cetera and so on. Of course, we'll have the T-shirts there, too, tomorrow at Borders. Now, I must address this WAMI situation. I haven't talked about them a lot lately, thank God, for obvious reasons. What is there to talk about? It's your Munsters MASH station. I noticed Barry Jackass has got a little caustic thing in there this morning in his column, and where is it? Have I got Barry Jackass? Here it is. Barry Diller's WAMI 69, which already has wrested Heat rights from Channel 33, is prepared to bid against UPN 33 for rights to Marlin games after the sale to John Henry is finalized, which it will. Already the competition is getting nasty, says Barry Jackass. Channel 33 General Manager Bill Ballard, who decided not to match 69's offer for Heat games, notes that Bud Paxson's new network, Channel 35 locally, often has outdrawn Channel 69 in prime time. We warned the people with the Heat that WAMI wouldn't be a factor in the ratings, and they have not been, Ballard said. If this were a NASCAR race, Bud Paxton would be looking at Barry Diller in his rearview mirror. Responded Adam Ware, an executive with Diller USA Broadcasting. Since the day we entered the market, UPN has embarked on a calculated campaign of negative selling. Times must be tough at UPN. We wish them well. No, we don't. But at any rate, so speaking of WAMI, which has degenerated now, just like all the other schlock stations, with all the reruns, just like Paxton's doing. Now they got MASH, and they got the Munsters, and they got the cartoons, and the K-Posse USA. And that's basically what their so-called local programming has degenerated into. And starting this next week, instead of being on twice a night, we're only going to be on at 10:30. I watched a little at 10:30 last night. I was much more interested in the Cubs-Braves game, to be honest with you, but I flipped over and watched parts of it. Ordinarily, when our show comes on WAMI, the audio level is about 2/3 of what it is for the rest of the station. So you have to turn the volume way up on your TV to hear what the hell I'm talking about. It's very low and very marginal quality. Last night on the 10:30 show, it was about maybe a fifth of what the volume is, of what the audio is on the rest of the station. So you had to crank it up so loud in order to hear what the hell was going on. And then there was a loud hum on the sound, too, last night. So it made me kind of think back to those first days when they put that show on in June, the tremendous embarrassment and the glitches and the black spot. Is it getting better? It's
no.
Getting worse. In addition to which, now that they've cut it down to 10:30, I'm thinking to myself, now that since this show ends at 2 in the afternoon, that gives 8.5 hours. So instead of having these old rehash, because it's like the best of Neil on radio, these tapes we used to play, which are crap, which are garbage, because they're all dated. This show is me talking about whatever is going on now. Timely. This is a dated show. I'm not just sitting here talking about generic stuff that I could be talking about anytime. I'm not going to do that. There's no point in that. So the fact that that show is on, and here I am talking about stuff that happened 2 days ago, and then they were running reruns, so like 10 days ago, 20 days ago. The point I'm trying to make to you is that if there were any chance that people were going to watch that show to begin with, there have been things that have been done to just about make sure that nobody would. How many people are really going to make the effort? If you're clicking across your channel surfing, and here comes a channel, and you can't even hear what the guy is saying on there. Are you going to sit there and start cranking the volume up to about the 80%, or are you just going to continue moving on, I think is what you're probably going to do. So nice job over there. You guys who are running that joint are we got some people over here working their asses off today and every day trying to do a job with this thing. But you people over there, the two Nazis, man, these guys know nothing about television. Absolutely nothing. That's why Paxton, he puts on Father Dowling Mysteries and Dr. Quinn Medicine Jerk-Off, whatever that show is. And right away they got 2 and 3 shares. Of course. Because those are familiar old crap. Naturally that was going to happen, which is meaningless because it's the same old turd they expect him to put on the air. And these people, it's a crapshoot. They take a shot, they put a bunch of stuff. It's like the old saying, if you throw enough crap against the wall, some of it will stick. And that's what they thought when they started. Here's Out Loud, here's that Fag Neil, here's Ocean Drive, and the only thing that even came close to sticking a little bit was Tens, because they got almost naked people on there. What have I been telling you? Not that they get great numbers, but compared to the rest of the local shows, they're at least respectable. Because people want to see flesh. And maybe if this show had been done like on a timely basis, which we started at in the beginning, but there were so many glitches technically that it really didn't make any difference what I was talking about. Nobody could have possibly watched. So do you think that now that we only have the 10:30 show to start worrying about on Monday, that instead of having this stuff from like way in the past on WAMI, we might be having a show from the same day?
No.
You think that's a possibility?
No.
You think they might be talking about it over there?
No.
Oh, okay. No, what they're probably talking about is getting one extra episode of MASH on there at 10:30 starting on November 26th. All right, that's what we need. 10:25 at 5 Arena last night. We want to hear the good stuff. We don't want to hear any complaints. I mean, if you got, something minor, like the stuff about the shot clocks, which you can't see, that's hockey stuff. Well, personal bellyaching we heard a couple of days ago. How could anybody go into that place compared to what we've been subjected to the last 5 years with that drive down the Hershey Highway to that rat-infested toilet down there? It's called the Miami Arena in that awful neighborhood. How could anybody walk into this joint, the Mac Arena, and not have a smile on their face and say, God, this is pretty goddamn good. I like it. Like my jersey, too, by the way. Thanks, guys. The Panthers love me, baby. I was looking for, what's her name there? With We Love You, I can't find that. We Love You, Panther. Is that in here? It's not in here. Well, no, it's not in here. Thank God it's not in here. Nobody wants to hear that, okay? It's an act of God.
Oh, God.
That I couldn't find it. 10:26 at 5-6.
WQAM.
So, where's the Davy Gravy line?
Think about that. 1031 at 560 WQAM 5670560. That's our toll-free number for the whole world in Dade, Broward, etc. And pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. Let's dive into it today and see what happens. Okay?
No.
Come on, let's dive into it.
No.
Here's a mobile in West Palm Beach. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
When you talk about atmosphere, when you look at the division the Panthers are in, when you look at the frequent times the good teams come in, the regular season has become so meaningless, it's very difficult to get atmosphere. That's the biggest problem with the game now.
Meaning what?
You know what I'm saying?
No, what are you saying?
What I'm saying is the regular season has become so meaningless in the National Hockey League.
How do you know what the... I don't agree with that at all. I go to a regular season game in Maple Leaf Gardens the last few years, and they've stunk the joint out, and there's still tremendous atmosphere inside the building, no matter who
The
they're playing.
rivalries aren't there.
What?
I mean, if they want to get the regular
did you hear what I just got through saying, or you just got your own little routine?
Well, you know,
how do you know what the atmosphere? How do you know what it's going to be when they haven't played a regular season game yet? When the place hasn't been packed with 19,700 people yet?
Yeah, but okay. For instance, if the Rangers or the Flyers come in, you see these.
How about when the Red Wings come in, the Stanley Cup champions? They're going to be here soon. How about when they come in?
You know, if they played a team 8 times in a season, you would have at least.
Okay, well, thanks for your enthusiasm, sir. We have an open line at Broward, 2 a Dade, 5670560. Boring. Boring guy, boring call, boring comment, okay? Doesn't make any difference who you're playing if the game is exciting and if the crowd is into it and if we have a product out there that we can get enthused about, which we may or may not. Based on what I saw last night, there's really no way to tell because it's a stupid exhibition game. But just like these other people saying, well, you know, there just wasn't the same ambiance. There is no ambiance for an exhibition game. There never has been and there never will be. When a place is half empty and people are just looking around and getting the lay of the land and fitting their ass in their seat and whatever the hell they're doing and they're playing a little grab ass, getting to know who their new neighbors are, where they're sitting, which we didn't have too many, thank goodness. 2 open lines a Dade, 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. Miami with 12 question marks. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir?
Yeah, who says there's no cold?
We have an open line in Dade, all three of them, 5670560 and pound 560 on the AT&T line. Here's Coral Springs. Hello.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yes, sir.
I was watching the show last night. I thought there was something wrong with my TV. I was playing with the volume. Then the blonde dolly comes on with the commercials, and it's like the volume comes up to normal and blasts you across the room.
Exactly. No, everything else that's on there is at a normal volume that you have on any other TV station. So if you're channel surfing, I mean, it would be, have no change of volume.
You'd be like the guy.
When my show comes on, it's always been very low level. But last night it was so low. Who knows? Maybe they're sabotaging it on there. Maybe they're, doing their best to knock the damn thing off.
I don't know. I would hope not. But you're right. It was very, very low last night. And, well, maybe because maybe Giuliani was in town had something to do with it.
That might be it, yeah.
Well, I wasn't at the game last night, but I did go down to Hockey Fest. I don't see how anybody could complain about the arena.
Place is great.
It's unbelievable. I'm a real basketball fan, and I'm waiting for them to finish the arena, the new one downtown. I hate to have to go with the schlep still.
Yeah.
But anything to get out of that other hellhole.
Right. Who the hell wants to have to wander through a bunch of desperate bums and all the scalpers and all the other crap going on? This place is spotless, man. You drive in there and you feel as safe as like if you're sitting in your own living room, maybe even better.
Mm-hmm. I wish that the Heat were going to play there because I live, like you say, up in Coral Springs. I'd be home in 12 minutes.
Right.
I envy you with the 3-minute ride.
Great.
Good show. Keep it up.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Okay, we have an open line in Broward. All of Dade County. We're going to get any response in Dade today, or we're back up to the same old 2 or 3 misfits in Dade. 5670560. Pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. As this continues to be an inexplicable week. I think maybe Rimmer had a... Here's a mobile in Pompano Beach. Hello. Mobile in Pompano Beach. Okay. Last call of the day. Here's Boynton Beach. Hello.
Neil, how you doing?
Okay, sir.
Great to see you back, but you're not going to start the hockey shows again, are you? You're going to kill us up here.
Meaning what?
Oh, hockey's horribly boring, horribly ponderous. And I'm sure it only appeals to a very small percentage of your audience.
Let me ask you this question, okay? The last 3 days, Tuesday, yesterday, and Wednesday, the day in between, I hardly talked at all. I don't think I even mentioned hockey except for the fact that the game last night. Yeah, it's great. And let me ask you, what did anybody have to say about the last 3 days? What would you like to talk about?
Anything but hockey.
No,
if your hobby was badminton, you would
don't say anything, sir. Let me say it again. What would you like to talk about today besides hockey? I just mentioned it because we had the game last night. It was my first chance to see the new arena. But since that doesn't interest you, what would you like to talk about that you think is interesting?
How about you bash religion a little bit?
What?
Religion.
There you go. Let's bash religion. There's something new. Oh! Let's bash religion. Sir, you're one-dimensional, you're pathetic, and you're very sad. And yes, I'll talk about whatever the hell I want to talk about, just like I always have, and you know something, you'll still be listening. And so will everybody else. See, the greatest thing that people who have nothing to say is what they do is they call and they criticize whatever you're talking about. Oh, gee, how can you be talking about fill in the blank, whatever it is. It doesn't make any difference what it is. And no, hockey is not boring, okay? And I'll tell you one thing right now, it's a hell of a lot more exciting than all that crap football that most of you have been watching this year so far. Especially the NFL, which the quality of play, the caliber is so bad now that how the hell can anybody watch it? 90% of the games are coma-inducing. 95% of the teams in the league are so bad they're an embarrassment. But hey, don't confuse them, man, because that's their thing. 2 open lines in Dade, 1 in Broward. 567-0560 and pound 560 on the AT&T line. Here's a mobile in Boca. Hello. Mobile in Boca.
Hey, Neil, you faggot. What's going on?
Okay. 2 open lines in Broward, 2 in Dade. This is the end. This is the absolute end this week. Went on a vacation, had myself a great time, got rid of those best of tapes. George did a fine job filling in. I come back, Monday was okay, and that's the end of it. That's the end of our show as we knew it. Is there any particular reason that we can figure out? No. We have just nothing but a bunch of butt plugs is all we got out there. There isn't, and the people that do, this is the amazing thing. It reminds me of the chat room on our website, which I haven't looked at in months, by the way, thank God. There is nobody who likes this show. That's the best part. How have I been this successful? There is nobody out there who likes me, likes George, likes the show, likes the topics, likes the subject matter, likes anything about it. This is one of the greatest phenomena in the history of the human goddamn race. Like Davey Gravyline would say, it's not a radio show, it's a phenomena. Whatever the hell that means. Unbelievable. This is my last effort today. I have no idea what the deal is out there in Radio Land. I have no idea how many people out there got a rag way up inside their rectum, whatever their problem is. But this is my last effort. You know what the numbers are? 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. If there's anything in the world that you got to say to me, today is the day to do it, because otherwise I'm going to start playing music on Monday, and guess what? They're still going to have to pay me. That's right. It says to come here and do the Neil Rogers show. That's what it says. It doesn't say what the content of the show is going to be. Absolutely unbelievable. 22 before 11 at 560
QAM.
Neil? God?
And if we all stick together, management will recognize our demands, and a better workplace can be enjoyed by all.
Gee, Sally, I've never seen you like this before. You used to sit on the corner and hardly say a word. You seem real comfortable. Did you get yourself a pair of those new Bare Essence underwear? I know for me, when I'm wearing panties that ride up, I'm a bitch all day. And with Bare Essence, it feels like you're not wearing any panties at all.
I went one step better and got the new bare bottom panties. All they are is a couple of elastic straps that make it look like you're wearing panties. Actually, I'm not wearing panties at all. Just before coming to the union meeting, I lifted up my skirt and Bob from accounting, he slammed me on the copy machine. I feel great.
Bare bottom panties from Bare Essence. They feel like you're wearing nothing at all because you aren't wearing anything at all.
Maybe we can replace lips with that at 11 o'clock. 10:43 at 560 WQAM. We could still call it. We have an open line in Dade, 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T line. Mobile in Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Hey, Neil. I'm going to tell you, I enjoy what you're doing. I was at the game last night. Nice arena. They actually look exciting. I'm looking forward to this year.
Yeah.
This guy Worrell, I really enjoy mixing it up, but they were out gunning for him last night.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we have an open line in Dade and one in Broward. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. Here's North Miami. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, you were at the game
last night. This is the best
night.
welcome back in the history of my 80 years on the air in this town. This is the
what do you want?
biggest
This town is dead.
What is it?
This town is dead.
That isn't a word for it. It died. I went away for a week and the whole town dried up into a prune and died. It shriveled and died in the town, too.
So the arena's pretty nice, huh?
It's not pretty nice.
Center.
It's spectacular. It's beautiful.
I can't wait to get there. Anyway, I'm calling about the Cubs last night.
Yeah.
I cannot believe this.
And Bobby Cox tried to give you the game.
I mean, this Tapani, he frosted my ass last night.
Why is that?
He pitched a great game. The last batter, he tied it up.
Get out of here, you jackass. Is there anybody out here with a brain?
No.
This guy comes out there, pitches a phenomenal game. He gives up one lousy run in the ninth inning. Javi Lopez hits a home run. And this guy's bitching about Kevin Tapani, who pitched a spectacular, stupendous game for the Cubs last night. He's up there against Tom Glavine, who may be the goddamn best pitcher in the, certainly one of them in the National League right now, along with Kevin Brown. And this guy is a belly. Sir, you're like all the other so-called sports fans. We need to get on another radio station, George. We need to get rid of this cancer. We need to get away from this. This was the greatest mistake. Thank you, Norma Kent, for getting me involved in this place. Jesus, Joseph, and look at this. 2 calls left on the board here now. Worked my fever into a fever pitch here to get everybody on the every line lit up, and they're like here for 10 seconds. Because just keep those checks coming, baby.
Oh, you're not going to talk about that again, are you? About how?
Well, you tell me what you want.
Well, I don't have anything to talk about. How about bashing religion?
Oh, that's very original, sir. God bless you. 2 open lines in Dade, 1 in Broward. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line.
Yeah, that Kevin Tapani gave up a run last night. What kind of a scumbag is he, huh?
Sir, what you know about baseball, you could stick inside your rectum and have lots of room left over for watermelons, bowling balls, erector sets. Oh, my God. Market is down 78 points, by the way. It was worse before, so who knows? Who knows how much we're going to lose again today? They said it might bounce. It's bouncing, all right. Here's a mobile in Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
How you doing, Neil?
How am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm doing the best like a Boy Scout. I'm doing the best to do my duty.
Don't tell me people are actually going to go to the Panther game and watch Peter Worrell, are they?
Meaning what?
I mean, the guy, when the game's on the line, the guy ain't going to be on the ice. He's a goon. Get him out of there.
Have you seen him this year?
No, I haven't.
So then how do you know what you're talking about?
Because he was so good.
Well, let me say it to you again, sir. Let me say it to you again. He improved his skating ability 5,000%. I saw him the first period last night. He played damn good.
Okay, well, we'll see what he does. But how about the Brewers? They finally got Allison signed, thank God.
Yeah, great. Nice going, sir. Okay, we have an open line in Dade, 1 in Broward. Another guy who's loud and makes a lot of noise who has no idea what he's talking about. That's sports talk in this town. People who are very loud and very emphatic who have no idea what they're talking about. Peter Worrell looked tremendous last night, and I was his biggest critic. Last year he was a joke, and in the change in the interim is spectacular. There's some hope there. But no, let's not be positive. Let's just be negative. Let's just be sour, and let's talk about all the negatives, okay? Well, I'll leave that to you, okay, because you're all experts at it. Here's Miami. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
I'm doing the worst in my life, sir. That's how I'm doing.
Neil,
how are you doing?
You said that you don't like to talk about sports, right?
I talk about whatever I feel like talking about, sir. What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about football, you Jew bastard.
Yeah, okay. You spick bastard. I don't. 2 open lines in Dade, 567-0560, pound 5. See, this is all we got. It's all we got left out there are a bunch of people that hate me, they hate the show, I'm a Jew, I'm a fag, yeah, and what else? What's the bulletin? I suck, yeah, like I said, what's the bulletin? Dow is down 62, making a little bit of a comeback. Maybe we can go for an even Steven day. Would that be Machia? Oh! There you go, that would be something. Here's Lake Worth, hello.
Good morning, Neil.
Yes, sir.
You know, in a strange way, I think you have your own self to blame for your demise.
Uh-huh.
You know, you put George on.
Here
that's
comes
right.
another one.
That's
Here
it.
comes another one.
Well, it's
another
all true. Your show has gone down the tube.
Yeah. Then why are you listening to
because
it, sir?
There's nothing left to listen to. Everything
there's
else
nothing
is gone.
left. In other words, you have nothing else to do. You have nothing else to do between 10 and 2 but listen to the show and complain about how it's gone down the tubes and I put George on and how terrible that was, etc. and so on. And you know something? If I wouldn't have put George on, we'd have had the tapes of me, which would have been even worse, and you'd been bitching about that. Bitch, bellyache, and you wonder why people get out of here like the first minute they open up the goddamn door to a plane, to a bus, to a pup tent, to a goddamn rubber raft. Just 8 billion sour, negative assholes in the naked city, and I came back to them this time. Oh, God, am I delighted that I'm back, aren't I?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yes. Goddamn radio show, like the same thing I've been doing for 20 years, only I can actually breathe, because I had a few days off out of this toilet. So on this end, this show hasn't gone down the tubes. On this end, this show is doing fine. On your end is where the goddamn show has gone down the tubes. Because you got nothing to say but give me a big critique. You don't like this, and you don't like that. Well, you know something? Blow it out your ass. People like this asshole there, this is the reason why this town is such a toilet. People like this. Now, what is that? What is Cliff? What does that mean?
Your pool, man.
Oh, geez, we got to talk to Cliff? What the hell do you want?
Yeah, man.
Tell me, what do I want?
Just what I said.
Yes. Hey, where's my tape that you promised me?
We have an open line in Broward, 567-0560 and pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. You pudwhacker, get out of my face. We don't even have the damn tapes yet. Where's this tape that I promised him? I wouldn't give you a tape from a tapeworm, okay? Go clean the pool and get out of here, you lackey. Go get on a banana boat and go back wherever you came from. Here's Miami. Hello.
Hi, Neil. How you doing? I shouldn't ask, I guess.
I'm doing fine. I'm sitting here doing my end, and I'm listening to one asshole after another, sir, including Cliff the Pool Man.
Yeah, well, I hope I'm
Even
not
my pool man's an asshole.
Well, mine is too. I can't believe that guy's cutting up Pathany after last night. He, put down 2 perfect bunts. He had an amazing game.
Yeah.
And then, it's okay, so they blew it in the end because Javi Lopez got a home run. What can you do,
Exactly, and this is the way the Braves have got so many good players out there. Chipper Jones, he shut him down all night. Then he gets hit the drive in the winning run in the 10th inning. That's Atlanta for you. They got just tons of weapons in their lineup. And, as it was, Bobby Cox gave the Cubs a run by playing the infield back there in the 5th inning, which was a bonehead deal, which nobody talked about on the telecast. But nevertheless, it was a hell of a game. Well, how can anybody be bellyaching after a guy goes out there and pitches a great game like that?
Well, the Cubs have been doing that all year anyway. They've been, making it exciting in the end.
Right.
What can you do, right? I just was in Europe a couple of weeks ago, and they had Ben and Jerry's all over the place.
Right.
They didn't have fish food, though.
Oh, yeah, they do in Amsterdam.
Oh, I guess they haven't reached all of Europe
They're
yet.
spreading their testicles and tentacles all over the place.
There you go. Well, I hope things get better for you.
They can't get any worse, pal. Have a great day.
You too.
Sei gesund. We have an open line in Dade, 567-0560. The natives, are they hostile? Are they restless? Are they angry? Are they pissed off and fired up? You bet. Do we know why?
No.
But they're fired up and pissed off. They're in a sour-ass goddamn mood. The Dow's making a comeback. It's down less than 50 points now. What are you bellyaching about, okay? Just because all our money is vanishing in front of our eyes? The hell's the big deal with that? It's only money. Here's Miami. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Neil.
Yes.
I just want to call and talk about this new arena in Fort Lauderdale. I don't see why so many people would go from Miami-Dade County up there when nobody from Broward even likes coming down here. They talk so much crap about Miami and how bad it is. Not that it's a perfect place to live.
Oh, so
but listen,
wait a minute.
You might as well go to Tampa and see the arena up there. They got a beautiful arena.
Are you saying now that the two counties are in competition with each other?
I think they should have their own news station, their own everything. Listen, just them be them and let us be us, and that's it. I'm tired of sharing. I'm tired of piggybacking. It's just ridiculous.
Okay, great. Have a great life in Dade County, sir. Good luck to you. Open line. That's from all of us who live in Broward. For you, okay? Open line in Dade, as usual, 567-0560 and pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. See, they don't want to go to Tampa because they're not interested in the team that plays there, okay? We have a team here. That's why we go there. Just like the rest of us for 5 years went down to Miami to see our team because that's where they played. Here's a mobile in Davie. Hello.
Neil?
Yes, sir.
I got to tell you, I was at the arena last night. I was in my seats in 17 minutes from my house at Pembroke Pines. My wife and kids absolutely love it. I think it's the first-class place.
Right.
And I love the Panthers. I think they're a scrappy young team, and I think we got a good shot at making a good showing this year. And I got to say, the difference between driving to Miami and driving up to Sawgrass is it's like a pleasure. I can't tell you how happy we are to have this arena here, and there's no negativity.
This guy's bellyaching the guy before you, and he can't handle the fact that most of us don't want to drive into a slum to pay big money to go see a sporting event. What a concept!
I'm like you. I'm a season ticket holder from day one, and you know what? I'll go anywhere to see hockey. It doesn't matter to me. I get out of my car in a protected parking lot in Miami. I walk across the street. I'm in the arena. 4 years, I never had a problem, so that's a lot of baloney. All people in this town want to do is piss and moan and complain. And I'll tell you what, I'm so happy that we have this new arena in Broward. Talk to you later.
Okay. And that guy who called from Dade County, guess what? We won't miss you in the new arena because it'll be jam-packed with real living and breathing people, and you can stay in Dade County and enjoy yourself. Have a great time. 2 open lines in Dade, 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. 10:55 on QAM. We got to 6. We got Kimba Bonecapper at 6 o'clock, and at 7:45, Yankees and the Rangers game 3. If you're looking...
I hate your show. You're going in the toilet, but I'm listening because there's nothing else to do.
That's great. That's a hell of a commentary on this town, Ed. I'm listening. You suck. I hate your show. I hate you like poison. You should only croak, but there ain't nothing else to do. We have an open line in Dayton, two in Dayton, one in Broward. 567-0560, pound 560 on the mobile one line on a pleasant Friday. Hope you're having a great week out there. Oh! We sure are on this show, I'll tell you that. The greatest week in the history of my 25,000 years in this town. This is the week. Oh! That was. Mobile in Pompano, hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
People should be nicer, Neil. How are you? It's my first time calling you. Enjoy your show.
Not a question whether they should be nicer. They should have, like, something to say.
Yeah, at least use their brain a little bit. Hey, listen, I got a question for you.
Yeah?
Haven't got my wife interested in hockey since they could throw the rats on the ice. Isn't there anything they can throw on the ice now at those games, at that beautiful arena, just without disrupting the game for 20 minutes?
Well, what does that mean? I want you to stop and think about what you're saying. In other words, for the game to be exciting for you and your wife, they have to throw crap on the ice, is that it?
Not for me. Not for me. I love the game.
Yeah.
But, I got my wife interested in football. She's an incredible fan now.
Yeah.
And but during that run,
what do they throw on? What do they throw on the field at the football games?
Just each other. You know?
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. The action is good.
In other words, there's more hitting in a football game than there is in a hockey game? Is that what you're saying, sir? There's not enough action for your wife in a hockey game?
Well, in a hockey game,
there's more hitting in 3 minutes of a hockey game there isn't any NFL game in the whole game put together.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me about hockey. I was a player up through college.
What are you talking about?
I'm just saying that while they were throwing the rats on the ice and everybody was getting crazy at the Panther
she got caught up in the frenzy.
She thought it was great.
She's not a fan, though.
She could be a fan again, though.
So if they start, well, guess what? Let's throw her on the ice, okay? There's the answer for you. Throw her fat ass on the ice. Oh! All right, we'll all pay extra to go out and see that. Crazy bitch. Boy, oh boy, there you go again. There you go, another. I want you to start taking notes. Those of you who are listening, seriously, I want you to start taking notes. You could write a book that'll be a bestseller. Nobody will believe it. Because these people, many of them, are actually serious. This guy was serious. 2 open lines in Dade County. Do we have anybody in Dade listening besides those 3 little spit cranks?
No.
Oh, that's it? Okay, sorry, just checking. 567-0560, pound 560 on the mobile one line. Mobile in Miami Beach. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
I'm in Dade County. I'm listening.
Yeah, you're the one.
How you doing?
Okay.
I'm telling you, you get back from vacation, everybody's trashing you. What's going on?
I have no idea, pal. Just totally unexpected. I haven't got any idea what their problem is, like something changed on the show or changed in their lives. I have no idea. So they went through a hurricane, and they went out there and they bought a lot of canned goods and crap, and they're pissed off about it. So take it out on Brian Norcross. Don't take it out on me.
Well, I love the show, and I think George does a great job when you're gone, too.
Yeah.
How was your vacation?
Vacation was great.
Where'd you go?
I went to Amsterdam and Bologna.
You had a great time?
Yes.
Can I ask you a football question?
We're not talking about football, sir.
Not one question?
What is it?
I heard Monday Night Football's in trouble. Did you hear about that on the news?
What do you mean it's in trouble?
I guess they're not having enough viewers or something.
The ratings are down because the games suck. That's right, because the games are boring, right.
Like I watched the Lions game last Monday night.
Why would you watch that?
I don't know.
Especially when there was a Cubs-San Francisco playoff game, the Cubs and the Giants playing off for the wild card in the National League for a championship. Why would you watch a stupid football game that was a horrible game? I saw 5 minutes of that game. It was a disaster.
It was terrible.
Well, there you go. That's why the ratings are down, sir, because the quality of play in the NFL is deteriorating dramatically, and people aren't going to just sit there and watch it just because it's there.
I guess hockey's taking it away, huh?
No, it's not. There's no hockey games going on now.
Yeah, it will, though.
Have a great day, pal. Okay. Open line in Dade, 567-0560. Take more notes. Did you get that down? Take some more notes, please. I want you. I'm begging you. This is very important. 2 open lines in Dade, 567-0560, pound 560 on the Mobile 1 line. What they could learn about the human race taking notes on these calls here on this sports station. This is a sports station? This is a sports town? Oh, Jesus God. Fort Lauderdale, hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Neil. How you doing?
Okay.
Yeah, I would like to know if you play reggae music.
If I what?
Play reggae.
We don't play any music, sir. This is not a music show. Are you listening to the show?
Yes, I am.
And are we playing music?
No, that's why I want to hear some reggae.
No, we're not playing. Then go listen to some reggae station, some gay station. We have an open line in Broward, 1 in Dade, 567-0560, pound 560 on the Mobile 1 line. Get back on your banana boat, okay, pal? Here's a mobile in Miami. Hello.
Neil, you got to be paying for these callers. I can't believe these assholes.
Just they must have all just come in off rubber rafts while I was away for a week. They must have all sneaked in.
I mean, one after the other. Why can't we throw things on the ice? Tapani sucked last night. I mean, where do these people come from?
It beats the hell out of me. And then the one guy is ripping Peter Worrell, who hasn't seen him play yet this year, after I come in and talk about how much improved he is. And I say, have you seen him play this year? No.
Well,
That's typical. That's what this station is all about. People calling in, talking, having no idea what they're talking about, making all these stentorian comments as if they know something. And they don't know what they're talking about.
Well, I was at
24 hours a day of that.
I was at both of the games. He is very improved. He had a great move last night in front of the net in the first period.
Twice.
Yeah, he did get caught up in some penalties later, which, they got to deal with, but he's definitely much
But compared to last year when he couldn't even stand on his skates when he was a laughing joke, I mean, the improvement is tremendous.
Much improved. You know that guy who called in saying he wished Miami had their own news and their own TV station?
Right.
They do. They're all in Espanol.
Right, exactly.
So no problem.
He better get with the program immediately.
Turn on Channel 23.
Subito, yeah.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Arrivederci. Thank you. I'll need it. Okay, we have it. Oh, now I feel better. Open line in Dade 1 in Broward, 567-0560, pound 560 on the Mobile 1 line. The Dow is down 38. The Nasdaq's down 28. Are they interested in the economy?
No.
Are they interested in El Presidente? We got more reports coming out. 50 billion pages coming out. We got Monica and Linda Tripp tapes. Do they care about that?
No.
They care about that beautiful new arena that we got up there in Broward?
No.
They care about the Jeb Bush?
No.
Do they care about anything?
No.
Okay, thank you. 8 minutes after 11 at QAM.
You're being very difficult with me this morning.
My name is Ross Perot. Stand about 5'4" and worth about 5 or 6 billion. Never bounced a check, ain't had illicit sex. Ooh, but I'm willing. Before I can declare, won't fix my Gigi hair. 'Cause I look kind of funny, but both parties ought to know that they shouldn't waste their dough. Can't bribe a guy with money, 'cause I got lots of money. So much money, so much money it ain't funny. Why don't you go to street, take a chance with me? 'Cause I ain't so bad. Vote for me! Vote for me! Vote for me, boy! Vote for me! Vote for me, honey! Everybody vote for me.
This announcement paid for by Committee to Elect Ross Perot.
11:13 at 560. I'll tell you, he'll probably be back on every night next week with Larry. They're going to be doing it together right on TV. Don't forget Borders at the Galleria tomorrow from noon to 2 in Fort Lauderdale with our Center 1 Best Of. That should be a real revelation. I just can't wait for that. To see if actually anybody shows up, if we have any, real living and breathing normal. No, seriously. After this week, I mean, I'm really wondering. And then, of course, this coming Tuesday night, October 6, 6 to 8 p.m. at the Pizza Loft at 3514 South University Drive in Davie. Where we last year, or when the hell was it? Oh, that wasn't the Center One thing. That was when I came back on the air, right? And we had this tumultuous, gigantic turnout, and it was great. Let's see if anybody living and breathing shows up this time, whether there's still anybody out there.
No.
Not that we have our doubts. Here's a lady mobile in Coral Springs. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Neil. I'm a long-time listener and an occasional caller, and I love your show.
Uh-huh.
And I've got a couple things I wanted to talk about. I thought that the people who want to throw things on the ice at the arena should really be allowed to throw each other out onto the ice.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Like I said, he should throw his wife on the ice.
Well, I think it would solve two problems. It would get rid of those people, and then it would provide wonderful entertainment for everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
I love your show. Unfortunately, I don't get to listen to it often during the day, so I listen a lot in the evening, and I think it's great. It's my time of sanity every day.
Oh, yeah. My time of
but
sanity,
I don't like
too,
it when
right?
George fills in for you.
You don't?
No, I don't. I think that people like George, they should give George his own show and call it the George Show, because he really... You know, I'm really waiting for you to announce the beginning of the All Neil, All the Time network. I know that would be a real imposition on your personal life.
Oh, yeah, right. That would be great, especially with the tremendous response I'm getting here just for 4 hours every day. Let's try for about 20 hours a day. I can take a nap for 4 hours and just do 20 hours of this every day for about a week till they put me in the box.
It's not fair to ask that of you, but unfortunately, you've always been the one voice of reason down here, and it's why I've listened to you for so long.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
And see ya. And George says thank you, too. We have Dade County all open, all in Dade County. There's something wrong. There's something stinking real bad. There's a stench of manure that's wafting in the air from Dade County. It's in the air out there. It's everywhere. It's thick as fog. 567-0560, pound 560 on the mobile one line. Remember we did our thing down there at Nick's, and we had that tremendous turnout, and we had all those wonderful people show up? That wasn't all that long ago. But something has happened in Dade County between then and now. They've all vanished into nowhere. They've gotten back on our banana boats. Somebody has kidnapped them. They've gone back to their homeland, wherever it might be, which definitely is not here. Here's a mobile in Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Hey, how you doing, Neil?
Okay, sir.
Boy, I have to agree with you. Driving down to that arena from Coral Springs where I am was such a pleasure. So easy. And the other comment you made, Worrell, it was definitely improvement.
Yeah.
I mean,
dramatic.
He just had much better idea of what he was doing out there.
Mm-hmm.
His skating was vastly improved. Just one criticism of the arena, the food, while it was expensive and it wasn't bad, a lot of it, when we got back to our seats, it wasn't warm.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't, I don't know what their warming system is, but, you know, for the prices you got to pay, you would hope they could...
Maybe they'll give you a can of Sterno to take back to the seat.
Or a little food warmer or something.
Like I said.
Thanks, Neil.
Okay, pal. See you there. Okay, we have an open line in Broward, 2 in Dade, 567-0560, pound 560 on the mobile one line. Here's Sunrise. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
You commented that there's more hitting in hockey than football?
By far.
Are you a doofus? Do you watch the games? There's more hitting? In football, every play's a hit.
Sir, let me say this to you. In football, they run a play. There's not continuous action in football. As you know, they run a play, then they go back to the huddle for 30 seconds, and they stand around and hold hands and bada-beep, bada-boop, bada-bop.
Oh, you're a schmuck.
Yeah, okay, thank you, sir, because I don't agree with you. I'm a schmuck. Let me say it again. There's more hitting in 5 minutes of any hockey game than you'll see in a whole NFL game any Sunday, any Monday night of your life. And anybody who knows that, even people that don't like hockey would admit that if they've ever watched the game, which you probably haven't, sir, because you're too dumb to understand it. Football, oh yeah, that continuous action of football. How many people have actually taped a football? I've done this in the past. And actually taken out if you could narrow down the actual amount of action in the so-called 60 minutes while the clock is running during a football game, when they're not in a huddle, and they're not standing around, bada-beep, bada-boop, bada-bop, 72, 45, 69, up your ass, hike, you know, all this stuff. The play lasts for how long, sir? For like 3 seconds? 10 seconds is how long the play lasts? And how long does the actual hitting along the line of scrimmage last? For 3, 4, 5 seconds, maybe at the most? And then they go back and that'll, okay, bada-beep, bada-boop, bada-bop. You go out to the right, I'll stick it up your ass. What are you talking about? Whereas hockey is a continuous action that goes on and on and on, and until the whistle blows, until somebody blows, it doesn't stop. But see, everything's got to be a contest. It's the same thing like with the Dolphins and the Jets thing I've been talking about, and the Knicks and the Heat. Oh, my sport's better than yours, and my religion's better than yours is. If you like football, sir, I like football. If it's a good game, which unfortunately lately, the last couple of years, and it's getting worse every year, the quality of the play is crap. So you can sit there and tell me I'm a schmuck because I don't agree with you, or the majority of the public who obviously are on your side because the overwhelming majority are more into football than any other sport. That's fine. You're entitled. But don't try to peddle me how great it is because I know better. Because I remember when it was great. Here's Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
What do you need 3 for?
3 what?
I was reminiscing when
but very out of left field. I'm not prepared for that.
Oh, okay.
And you didn't say it with the right.
Okay. Sorry.
What do you need 3 for?
That's the way you do it.
Okay. Do you know when they're going back to a full car for the
October 28th, sir?
Okay. And
dining room will be open October 28th, and they'll be going back to.
You think Pavia and all those guys are coming back?
Pavia's already here.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what we needed.
Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to it.
Okay.
See you, Neil.
I'll see you there. Pompino Park, he's talking about the fall schedule. The dining room opens again October 28th. We have an open line in Broward. I'm just going to go up there every night. That's what I'll do. I'll go to Pompano, and it's better than playing the market. Oh, the Dow's only down 6.18 points. Only down 6 points. Oh, thank God, it's making a comeback. Just like the European market started out this morning. I hate to break the news to you with a, oh my God, disastrous fall again. All of a sudden, later in the day, they're making a nice big comeback. Which it's already, 5:20 in the afternoon over there. They're already closed. And 4:20 in London, which they're always an hour behind, for obvious reasons. Here's Cutler Ridge. Hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes.
Hey, this is your born-again friend from Cutler Ridge. Man, I tell you what, Neil, if I were you, I think I'd put a bullet in my head with all these calls this morning.
No, I'd rather put
brutal.
a bullet in their head.
It's brutal. Why is that? I'm calling them for your defense, bro.
I said in their head. I didn't say in your head, sir, if you would listen. But you're not listening.
There you go. Yeah, those guys would drive me nuts.
Yeah.
I was just...
okay, I'm getting paid for it. Whatever it is.
Man,
if they want to do this every day, if this is their idea what the show is going to be every day, you know something? I'll come in here and do this every day, and I'll still take the check and run to the bank.
There you go. It's funny how that, that they always call in and hoot on you and then hang up, and then they listen to it themselves, and they think that...
and they're squeezing it, that's
and
right.
They're squeezing it,
Not
and they think that's funny.
Either. Yeah.
But anyway, I wanted to talk to you about football and hockey and all. Football, I played football in college at Michigan. And,
oh, my God.
Anyway, I was a big football freak for pros and all that stuff, but guys like Michael Irvin and those guys turned me completely off of pro football. I don't even watch it anymore.
How about Gene Atkins? Oh, I'm sorry.
Gene Atkins, who's that?
Gene Atkins, who used to play for the Dolphins, he's been charged with solicitation to commit aggravated battery.
What about Shammy Schmidt?
For the firebombing of a former business partner's home. What about Mark Duper? But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Guys like that and their $10 million contracts.
What about Bobby Humphreys?
Hey.
Anyway, moving along, yeah.
Good citizens. But, their big contracts and their big egos and their gold chains and their cell phones, I mean, it makes you want to puke. And also, I agree with that. I heard you say the other day that cell phones at sporting events.
Oh, plastic. Really plastic and boring and should be disallowed.
Exactly. They ought to shoot them in the head.
Unbelievable.
Neil, have a great day, man.
Okay, and back to you, sir. God bless you.
Neil, God.
Bless you. We have an open line at Dade, 5670560. The natives are surly, and we can't figure out what it is. They're all out there, but they're surly. They're pissed. They're foaming at the mouth. They're angry. They're just full of hate. Oh, it's Miami? I'm sorry. Here's a mobile. I forgot my map. Mobile in North Miami. Hello.
Hey, how you doing, Neil?
Okay, sir.
Hey, I was just calling because you're whining about why people are not calling you from Dade, right?
I'm listening.
And that's because there's things to do here in Dade County, and like up there in Broward, where it's terminal.
Like what?
Like what?
Like
going
pick lettuce?
No, like pick lettuce. Very nice. That's southern Dade. There's other parts.
Oh, I see. Well, what else? How about the northern part?
Well, there's good parts.
Stand on line at the INS on 79 in Biscayne?
There we go. But listen, there's good restaurants.
Tell me all the good stuff that's going on in Dade County.
Will you let me, my man?
I'm listening.
All right, there's good restaurants out here. There's good entertainment at South Beach and the Grove. There's good beaches. But you people up in Broward are too worried about being sad, whining, bitching, and just being roughed up by life.
No, we're not at all roughed up in bitching in Broward. We're very happy to be in Broward. And I didn't know we had any battle going on between Dade and Broward.
No, it's just like
no. This is a new battle. No, it's true. The response the last 3 months in this town in Dade County is non-existent.
But can I just tell you where I'm coming from?
What is it?
Listen, this is why I'm making this point, because people like you who live in Broward and don't experience the good things of life down here in Dade, they're always whining about
like what? Illegal aliens?
Illegal aliens.
I work in Dade. I'm sitting in Dade County right now, sir.
All right, let me ask. In the
I'm
radio
in Dade
station.
County right now. I work in Dade County.
In the radio station that sucks. But let me ask you. Do you ever go out to South Beach and party and have
I
a
don't
good
go
time?
anywhere near South Beach. I have no interest in South Beach.
Do you ever go to the Grove and go
No,
out
I
and
do
eat?
not. I don't go anywhere near the
Told you.
In addition to which, I hate to break the news to you, sir, but this show isn't on at night when people are out going to the clubs. This show is on, last time I checked, from 10 in the morning till 2 in the afternoon,
Yeah, okay,
which
but
has
right
nothing to do with people calling or
Okay.
not calling.
No, right now you go by South Beach. There's a lot of people out there eating, drinking, having a good time.
Doing drugs, doing steroids, right, grabbing each other's ass. Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
have a good
don't-
time, pal. Have a good time. So now we got it down. It's the Dade and Broward Wars. There you go. Ho-ho. I've been at a loss to figure out what the hell's been going on here since I came back from vacation. And since I left, it was...
What the f***'s going on with Dade and Broward?
A war, that's what it is. It's a war between Dade and Broward. How do you like that? Do we like it?
Uh-huh.
Sure, why the hell not? Breaks up the boredom and monotony. Let's start hearing about Dade and Broward. Which one is better, okay? That's a great topic for you. You don't care about anything else that's going on in the world. You don't give a crap about that slut Monica, that big fat cow Linda Tripp. You don't care about the beautiful new arena we got up there in Broward that I was at last night, raving about how great it is, which it is. Let's start hearing about all the good stuff in Dade. Come on, let's hear it. Open line in Dade, 5670560. Let's hear about all the goddamn grape pickers down there, wherever the hell they're picking. Nose pickers. Oh, we got a few nose pickers in Davie, too. That's in Broward last time I checked. It's 11:25 at 5.
Where do you find Joe Rose, DeForest, and Steve Goldstein? The first team, right where you got it. Sports Radio 560 QAM.
We're talking about Dade County. Oh, I'm sorry.
11:32 at 560 WQM. Yeah, finally, during this last break, I finally figured out what all this whole football thing is.
That's a gay club, you moron.
Beyond a shadow of a doubt. There is no question whatsoever. I mean, it's one thing if you like a sport better than another one, or if you like a restaurant better than another one, but to get all bent out of shape and psychotic about it because you just refuse to face the facts. I mean, any asshole that would say that football is a more physical sport than hockey is a moron, is a bozo. If you like it better, you're entitled. That's a matter of taste. But to say that it's more physical, that would be like saying that baseball is more physical than hockey. Isn't it? Oh, yeah. Tremendous amount of hitting going on out there. They're doing a few hits. We have an open line in Dade, 5670560. Come on, let's hear it. Dade County. You know, I was thinking also during the break. I'm doing a lot of thinking, like getting out of here. How many people do I know who, I've been in this town 23 years. How many people do I know who have moved in that period of time from Broward to Dade?
100?
I don't know any.
No.
No, I'm talking about people I know.
Nobody goes in that direction.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about where they live. I lived in Dade for years. I lived in Kendall for 5 years. Got out of there because it was congested. It was becoming a rat trap, a toilet, and dangerous, and crime infested. You lived in Dade?
North Dade. It wasn't
North Dade?
Wasn't north enough.
And now George lives in Broward. I live in Broward. Anybody else there in the building moved from Dade to Broward? Everybody I know who ever lived in Dade County lives in Broward now, or even Palm Beach. Are there people flocking from Broward back to Dade now?
No.
I don't know of one. I don't know of anybody who moves from Dade or from Broward or Palm Beach to Dade County.
No.
Even though they do have the good stuff down there on South Beach. Here's Hollywood. Hello.
How you doing?
Okay, sir.
I need some clarification from you on something. One of your commercials, and if anybody knows this, you know this. Is it true that the Publix butchers grind their meat 10 times a day?
Yeah, they're grinding it right now, yeah.
I figured that. If anybody would know, you know the Mac boys, so you know, I figured you'd...
Okay, grind this. Okay, we have an open line in Dade 1 in Broward. 5670560, pound 560 on the mobile one line. Very clever, sir. And that guy was in Hollywood. I think the guy from Dade may have had a point. Of course, Hollywood we don't count. Hollywood is for old people like my mother. That's what Hollywood is. Well, I'm sorry. Hollywood is mostly very, very old people. I'm talking about people much older than I am, old enough to be my great-great-great-grandma and grandpa. That's Hollywood. So Broward ain't perfect. And we got Sunrise, and we got Tamarack, and we got Lauderdale, whatever it is. What did I leave out? Tamarack? Margate. I said sunrise, mister. If you're not listening fast enough. You have to listen faster. I said sunrise.
Pembroke Pines.
Well, that's not... that's right. Cemetery Village, Pembroke Pines, Deerfield Beach, Pompano Beach. Like I said, Broward's pretty old. Here's a mobile in Miami. Hello.
Good morning, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hey, well, I used to live in Miramar and moved today. I think that was an
All right, here's the guy that lived in Miramar. Of course, Miramar's like just barely on the county line.
Yeah.
It's not much
Neil,
of a move.
being from Puerto Rico, was never exposed to hockey over there. But I, for one, I'm not a fan of hockey, but I will admit that hockey is a real rough sport, man. I mean,
how can you believe some old asshole that calls here and tries to tell me there's more hitting in football than there ever could be in hockey, and I'm a schmuck because I don't agree with that? This man needs a lobotomy. He needs mental treatment immediately.
Just ice skating. You go to the ice skating ring, and just ice skating alone takes out the wind.
Yeah, these guys are wearing all this equipment. They're on skates to top it off on ice, and they're beating the crap out of each other, and they're getting high-sticked and speared and getting concussions. They're breaking their toes. They're coming back out there. They lose 3 teeth in a fight. They come back out there and play. What the hell is this guy talking about?
I'm not a fan of hockey, but
some pansy like Troy Aikman out there. Oh, he's got a pulled hamstring. He's out for like 3 weeks. I mean, these guys are a bunch of pussies. Most of these football players.
I agree with you, Neil.
And baseball players, they get a hangnail. They're out for 6 weeks.
How do hockey players get paid in comparison to the other sports? Do they get paid good too?
It's getting up there now. Yeah, it's getting out of control.
Well, hockey is a rough sport.
Okay,
rougher
sir.
Than any other.
And Dade County's a rough county, so you can relate to it. Have a great day. He's living in Dade County now. Let's hear it. Here's one. He just barely squeaked across the county line to Miramar. Now he's back in Dade. Let's take up a collection. We have an open line in Dade County, 5670560, pound 560 on the mobile one line. Here's Miami. Hello. Miami. Going once. Going twice. A lot of heavy breathing in Miami. But they got so much going on there they can't speak. 2 open lines in Dade. And one call we do have on a Dade line, that call's from Naples. Here's a mobile in Naples. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I couldn't agree with you more on that. Hockey players being tougher than football players. How many football players do you see without teeth?
Right, good point.
And another thing I got to tell you, I couldn't agree with you more about that Dade County thing. I used to live in Kendall for 10 years.
Oh, God.
I came over here to Naples. I hate going back. All right, Neil, take care.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
Here's a man that escaped Kendall. Let's hear it. Oh! By the way, we'll be at Borders in Kendall. When the hell's that going to be? Saturday, November 21st. Don't forget, Borders over near the Galleria in Fort Lauderdale tomorrow, noon to 2, with our best of stuff. And you can call Center One right now if you want to order that the best of CDs and cassettes by mail. 954-563-3600. 563-3600. And the next Tuesday night, 6 to 8 p.m. at the very, very famous Pizza Loft in Davie. Speaking of that, here's Davie. Hello.
Uncle Neil.
Yes, sir.
Did you mention Hallandale?
Oh, you forgot Hallandale. Oh, geez. And Dania. Like I said, it's pretty old in Broward. I think that guy had a point.
Absolutely. You know, football and hockey, they're both pretty violent. I mean, you think about the face mask and ripping the guy's head sideways, and the wide receiver going down the middle of the field, going up for a catch, and
but those are things that happen sporadically.
Yeah.
The hitting in hockey doesn't stop. I mean, hitting in hockey goes on continuously all the time that the game is being played.
I agree with you. I think that around high noon today, let's say at County Line Road and 441, we ought to just have it out. We'll have the Schwartzes from Broward against the Julios from Dade. Settle things.
Shoot out at the not-so-okay corral. Okay, pal.
Listen, Neil.
Yes, sir.
I'm riding my bike the other day, and I go past the school bus. All of a sudden, these kids spit on me and throw an empty Fruitopia bottle out the window. So I got a little pissed off. And just turned the bike around and went down to the next bus stop and made the driver stop. And you should have heard these kids. I mean, call them kids, but they were probably in high school. And they're really out of control. The bus driver looked like a kid himself.
Yeah.
He had no control over them. But
they're going to be on the other side of 441. By the way, we're going to have the punks are going to be there, and then the Schwarzers and the Puerto Ricans and the Cubans.
Let's do it.
And the rest of us will watch. Have a great day, pal. Oh yeah. We have an open line in Broward. It's an angry show for an angry town. That's what it is. I went away, I come back in a good mood. That is how come I got such a bad memory? Every time I come back from vacation, it's like this. Because I'm in too good of a mood. They don't like that. They get very upset about that. Oh, he sounds like he had a real good time and he's in a good mood. God damn it. Because they're really disgusted that they're still here. And I can relate to that, so I apologize profusely. Not for your aberrant behavior. Open line in Broward, if you move quickly, if you're under the age of 100, come on, let's hear it. Let's hear why Broward is so much goddamn better than, I think the guy had a good point. 20 before noon.
QAM. It's Friday, you bastards. All right. You popped out on the scene, make the girl scream. Skin that's supple and fine. Oh, it's 16. It's beautiful and it's fine. Unbelievable. It gets kisses from girls, they stroke his spells, never touch her behind. It's 16. Okay. It's beautiful and it's fine. It goes crazy when it's pet. When it's bigger, it's better yet. It filled my hand, it touched my chest. Ooh, when it blew, it ruined my vest. It came out of my jeans and into my life. Oh, how it makes me feel fine. It's 16, so beautiful, and it's mine.
Don't forget, all you punks out there, God made sex so that you could procreate and make babies, because what the hell would all those dumpsters be without unwanted babies? We have an open line in Dade, 567-0560 and pound 560 on the mobile one line. Forced sterilization, man. Just listen to this show. We got the radio wars. We got the Dade-Broward wars going today. That's what they want. They want a good goddamn war is what they want. And they came just to the right place. Here's a mobile in Delray. Hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes.
I'm pissed off. I'm not going to take it anymore.
About?
That Julio that called before about the South Beach and the Grove.
Pissed off gets me fired up when I hear someone say that.
Right.
I got news for them. Those places are goddamn novelties. The living, breathing people, and they watch the freak wannabes like him walking around.
Yeah, it's a freak show. That's right.
Like there's somebody.
With his thong bikini and his boyfriend, holding his thing.
Exactly. And let me tell you about the NFL. Those damn commercials, they're killing it. They're killing it. Free agency's got those people that are so damn inept on the offensive line and whatnot. It's 5 yards backwards in a cloud of yellow flags.
I was just saying to George, the ones that really impress me as great athletes are these linemen who weigh about 350, 400 pounds, these big fat slobs who can barely even move. Those are real great athletes to me. I'd like to see them on ice skates for about 30 seconds, see how far they go before they fall on their big fat ass.
It's 4 and out commercial. 4 and out commercial.
It's terminal is what it is, and these people don't want to admit it. That would be like my going, as much of a hockey fan as I am, I going to that exhibition game last night, staying the whole game, which of course I did not, and then coming in here today trying to say, wow, that was an exciting game. It was an exhibition game. It was crap like all exhibition games, and at least I'm honest about it. But these people, they are forced, like I've been saying for weeks now, they're forced to try to convince themselves that what they're watching is really exciting and quality ball, and it's crap. And they can't accept that.
My sentiment's exactly. I don't care who's tough. I just want to watch some competency, and the NFL hasn't been showing that too much lately. That damn free agency's killing it.
95% of the teams in the league are pure, unadulterated. Right.
And it's impossible to follow any team outside of your own because, you watch them on television. Who the hell are they?
Exactly.
You don't know anybody.
Absolutely correct, sir.
So why the hell watch them?
And have a great
I'm
weekend.
I'm proud. I gave you a good call today.
All right. See ya. As opposed to the usual crap. Is that what he meant? I mean, well, you like what you like, okay? I'm not going to sit here and try to make converts as far as sports or meals or whatever. Whatever you like, you like. But don't sit there and try to convince us of something that is blatantly, patently on the surface untrue and a bunch of horse crap. Right. Oh, yeah, you're a schmuck. You don't see there's so much more hitting in football. Yeah, right. They're whacking it all right. Mostly in the locker room. Here's Delray Beach. Hello.
Hey, Neil, good afternoon.
Yes, sir, good evening.
Hey, I was born in Ives Estates, and we moved up to Delray about 15, 20 years ago, and Ives Estates used to be a nice place, and now it's not so nice of a place, and I would suggest to you that it wasn't from the locals.
Oi! How do you like that?
Yep. Yeah, not too many Spanish people up here. Not that I have anything against.
No, of course
Spanish,
not. I understand.
but you know what I'm saying.
What are you saying?
Well, I like them to stay down there. Don't come up to Delray Beach.
Okay, here's a man that ran to Delray Beach to get away from the Julios. Let's hear it.
Oh!
Okay, pal.
Thanks for letting me spread my hatred, Neil.
Hasta que mil vidas.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, he hates the Cubans. That's all. It's his story. Puerto Rican's not too crazy about. How about the Dominicans? Does he like them?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. How unusual. White flight, okay? White people run away. Other people come in. Although there are some white Cubans. I mean, a few. George and how many other? 10 or 12 others? Here's a mobile in Pembroke Pines. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hey, the Giants just took the Marlins just took a giant step forward. They're going to rehire Jim Bowles as their manager.
You heard that?
As of 2 p.m.
Oh, my God. What a... yeah.
That'll renew ticket sales all over the...
Yeah, that'll do it. In fact, I'm going to head to the Bowl right now. Well, anyway, I tell you one thing. He works a lot cheaper than Jim Leland. Just keep that in mind.
I agree. So does everybody else on that team.
Right.
Listen, the thing with Darryl Strawberry,
yeah.
Why do they have to describe it as the size of a walnut? I can't get the picture of a walnut in this guy's colon. I mean, why can't they just say it's 1.5 inches in diameter, 2 inches, whatever it is? I just pictured Darryl Strawberry with a walnut in his colon.
If they would have compared it to something bigger, like maybe a watermelon, people would have figured that was a racial comment. So they try to size it down to something we can all relate to.
And a walnut is brown.
He'll be okay.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, see ya. That's funny because Eric Davis and Darryl Strawberry were like real bosom buddies, and they both wind up with colon cancer. And Eric Davis came back big time, great comeback story. And Darryl, he'll be okay too. He'll be okay, won't he? We have an open line in Dade, 5670560 and pound 560 on the mobile one line. Here's Miami. Hello.
Me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, it's funny you brought up this thing about the hitting and hockey and all the other stuff about football. Because at one time when I didn't have a life, I actually sat in front of a TV watching an entire broadcast of football from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
With a stopwatch.
Really?
Yeah, and to sit there and time the actual play time, because that's what you're there to watch.
Right.
You don't want to watch the other crap.
Right.
Each play takes about 3 seconds. And out of a 3-hour broadcast, how much time do you think you actually watch football?
15
actual playing.
15 minutes.
Exactly.
Really?
And then I did it again. Well, the first time was 14 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Second time was almost 16 minutes.
How sad.
Isn't that incredible? I couldn't believe it, man. And the other thing I laughed so much at is how much these, as you were pointing out, the 400-pound guys and.
They're big fat slobs. They're
right.
not athletes by any stretch of the imagination. I don't care how immovable they are or all the other stuff that they're supposed to do. They are big fat slobs, and to me, a big fat slob is not an athlete.
No, what's so funny is the amount of steroids and weightlifting and all this stuff they get into. All that just so that the skinny guy from some foreign country can come over and put the ball through the hoop, through the uprights for 3 points.
Mm-hmm, right. And never get his uniform dirty. Okay, pal, have a great day. Some guy with a name we can't pronounce, or some guy from Italy, like that kid on the Dolphins. What the hell's his name, George? We have an open line. The field goal kicker. Come on, Mara. What the hell is his name?
Don Corleone.
No, he's a Guido.
Luca
He's like a real Italian kid. He's great. We have an open line in Dade. Come on, Joe. What's his name? The field goal kicker. Olindo Mari, is that his name? Joe Costello. You Guido. Is he? Oh, he's not in the room?
No, he's in the room. What's up?
Hey, listen, no, I don't want to intrude. I mean, I don't know what you guys are doing over there, but, I mean, the audience isn't paying any attention to me, so why the hell should you guys over there be paying any attention? They're taking up an office pool as to whether it's John Bowles or Chester Bowles that's going to be the manager of the goddamn Marlins.
There's a press conference at 2 o'clock. We'll find out.
Olindo Mari. Well, that'll kill the first part of Hank's show. He's happy about that. Olindo Mari, right? That's a field goal kicker for the Dolphins?
Yes, he went to high school with me. Good friend of mine.
Is he really?
Yeah, I knew him. We were in a...
But isn't he from Italy originally? Or is he just from an Italian family like you are?
I believe he's from an Italian family like I am.
Oh, because that sounds like real authentic. I didn't think he was just a Guido like you. I thought he was a real Italian.
How about this? Throughout high school, he was Lindo Mayor.
Lindo? Linda?
Lindo Mayor through middle school and high school. And now that he's a pro kicker, he's Olindo Mare.
Oh! Lindo, yeah. Okay, thanks for the good news. There's a little insight for you. Joe Costello went to school with Linda Mare. We have an open line in Dade. They even got guys named Linda in the NFL. Oh! What does that tell you? 5670560, pound 560 on the mobile one line. North Lauderdale, hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Neil, I was just channel surfing the other night, and I come across the Christian station, and I see Benny Hinn. I was just wondering, if we crucified Benny Hinn, can we get another 2,000 years?
Oh, yeah.
Can I let the 3 Jews I got tied in my backyard go now?
Yeah, okay. It's a deal. We'll make a swap for you. We have an open line in Dade 1 in Broward, 567-0560, pound 560 on the mobile 1 line. Benny Hinn, he touches it, you don't even comes near you, you fall down. All you got to do is look at him and you fall down laughing. Here's Aventura. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Neil, how's it going?
Okay.
You know what they should do with all these people that live in Dade County that are ragging on your show? They should just put them out on a boat and send them back wherever the hell they came from.
Mm-hmm.
I live right here on County Line Road. Since we're on the subject of Dade County, Broward County, what do you think about Boca Raton? What do you think about that?
I think Boca is a plastic place. I haven't spent very much time there, but I think Boca is a place where people go to hide.
Yeah. All right, that's good. I'm glad I called you. Thanks.
Okay, have a great life. Yeah, I'm really glad to, huh? Okay, 6 minutes till noon at 560 WQ. Now, in Broward, we may have a lot of old people, but guess what? Most of them speak English. Huh? English? They do. Most of them speak Yiddish.
Except in the winter, and then they speak French.
But they won't be calling, by the way, Canadian dollars back in the toilet again, $1.55. Oh! Woo! That means those frogs aren't going to be able to afford to be coming down at all now. Oh! Did I say 5 minutes station? Yes, I did. Pollo traffic.
QAM. The Neil Rogers Show, Lauderdale.
It's Friday, you bastards.
What I got here is a new dance. Some people call it a barn dance. I call it a dirty square dance. Up with the petticoat, down with the pants, in with the picker, everybody dance. All right. Girls with rags on up against the walls, guys with a heart on promenade the halls. All right. Girls grab your partners firmly by the balls, drag them down the length of the halls. Make them holler, make them shout, put your pretty ass up against his snout. First lady goes, second lady pass, third lady's finger up the fourth guy's ass. Finger out, promenade the halls, now release the poor guy's balls. Down with the petticoat, up with the pants, dance is the end of the dirty square dance. Do-to-do, I reckon. I'm tired now. I think I'm gonna go grab me some French fried potatoes.
Oh, we got some shocking news. It's 12:01 at 560 WQM. You better fasten your seatbelts, okay? Are you ready for this? Oh! George may be getting his bonus. Or not. Well, Greg Regis came down here. He's got the contract all typed up, this whatever deal he made with George months and months and months ago. And there's only one problem. They miss. What do they put on there? Joe Smith instead of George Rodriguez?
Gary.
Oh, Gary Rodriguez, which is a very Hispanic name, Gary. I know a lot of Rodriguez's named Gary, don't you? No. That's like Kareem Schwartz. So, Greg was saying, well, we may be able to cross that. I say, yeah, cross it out initially. Don't send it back over there to Naples again and give the measly boys a chance to stall off, because that just gives them some more stall time. Oh, well, the pony's pretty sick and that mail's pretty slow. Yeah, right. And do-si-do. So there you go. It just may be. It might be. It could be. We'll believe it when we see it. 2 open lines in Dade, 5670560 and pound 560 on our AT&T wireless line. They're both in Dade County where all the action is. That's why we don't get action on the phones in Dade. They're busy there. They're busy doing drug deals and stuff. North Miami, hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
I'm American. I live in Miami. I've been here since I was 13 years old, and I don't have any plans of leaving.
All right. There's always got to be at least 2 or 3.
I don't understand all these jerks, these Americans saying that they need to get away from Miami and the Cubans. When I went to elementary school, I didn't speak any Spanish, and I learned it.
Yeah.
And I speak it fluently, and I love Miami, and it's a beautiful place. I don't know why people say they have to get away from it because it sucks so bad.
Miami is a beautiful place?
Yeah.
It's not a crime-infested toilet?
Everywhere's a crime-infested toilet.
Oh, no.
You got Coconut Grove, you got South Beach, you got a lot of international restaurants.
Yeah.
different people. You can learn different languages.
Mm-hmm.
Miami's a great place. You broadcast out of Miami, don't you?
No, we're not in Miami. We're in hell. We're in by the county line. I don't know what this is. This is Little Jamaica.
I don't know what these people's attitude is. I think it's a crock, you know, their attitude towards Miami and everything else.
Well, first of all, don't forget, they're not the ones that started it. This little pudwhacker from Dade is the one that started this war here. I think the rest of us were coexisting rather well and living wherever the hell we wanted to live. And this little pudwhacker, thank God, called and started all of this.
Yeah, well, you have that mentality where you don't speak Spanish, so you want to get out of town.
I don't really care whether I speak Spanish or not. I just want to live where it's a little more placid. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean by placid?
A little more peaceful. Where you only hear gunshots once an hour instead of twice.
You think Miami's too rough for you?
Miami's a little bit too crime for me. I'm too old. I'm getting up there in those years where I fit in Broward like a glove. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I think the listeners should lay off
Village.
of Miami a little bit.
Okay,
I'm American. I speak fluent Spanish. I think Miami's great. If they can't handle it, then grab the flag and haul.
All right. Arrivederci. All right. Okay, Dade County, not a call in Dade. All three lines. We're working, we're screaming, we're pleading, we're jumping up and down, and it still don't do any good. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. We don't have anything against Dade, do we? We do. Here's Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Good afternoon, Neil.
Yes, sir?
If anyone doesn't think that hockey is rough, in the third period last night, one of the new forwards took out one of the defensemen for the Hurricanes behind the net, and I mean, he leveled him sideways across the board.
I thought it was Bill Lindsay did that, not one of the new forwards.
Oh,
That's what it says in my paper. I wasn't there. I was only there for one period. But the paper says Billy Lindsay is the guy that cold-cocked him.
Cold-cocked him. The guy was horizontal across the board. The helmet came flying off. He was down for a good 2 minutes. Gets up, helmet off, towel, blood, the whole nine yards.
He'll be all right.
You talk about a hit. I mean, that was a great hit. I have a question for you. Eddie Johnson and Jacques Lemaire were at the game last night. What were they doing there?
Scouting.
Scouting for whom? Penguins and the Devils?
Evidently.
Huh. Interesting.
Oh, I don't know. I would assume they were scouting for somebody. I have no idea what either one of them is doing now.
Yeah, they were up in that
Is Eddie Johnson in the Pittsburgh organization?
Right, and Jacques Lemaire.
Right.
They were both there last night, and I was like...
Well, you got to remember, we got the waiver draft. In fact, Billy Smith was up there with somebody else. The big
on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, down 95, it's a joke.
Well, thank God we got great places in Broward to drive, like University Drive and Hallandale Beach Boulevard.
Oh! True.
Have a great day, pal.
Hey, I got a request.
Yes?
You got a blank between her thighs?
Okay.
Thanks.
See ya. Blank between her thighs, or do you have something else in mind? Oh, please don't tell me that's... Oh, I got to go get it on the disc. Is that not in there? Huh? I'll get it. Just relax, pal. Everything's under control. I know where it is. And the disc, too. We have an open line in Broward, 567-0560. Here's Coral Springs. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
I want to talk about the football violence.
Football violence?
That's right. When the quarterback gets hit from the blind side,
Yeah.
what happens?
What happens with a sock over your phone? Over your mouth?
A sock.
Yeah, it sounds like you got a sock over your phone.
Maybe it's my phone. Has any hockey players been paralyzed or anything like that?
Any hockey players what?
Been paralyzed.
Yes, and killed also, yes.
For real?
Is that good enough?
No, I was just curious. I'm not fighting.
Yes, I'm just telling you. Yes, they have, of course.
Recently?
Have you ever seen a hockey game in person live?
No, I haven't.
Well, see, that's the difference. When you see one in person and when you can hear the bodies hitting each other and the boards and all the actual sounds of what's going on, then you realize what a very, very violent game it is.
Right, but you can't compare the two different sports. You know, there's violence in both of them.
No, yes, you can compare. Of course you can compare. Why not?
One's football, one's hockey. I mean,
yeah.
So how could we, what's the issue?
And how about ping pong? Is there more violence in football or ping pong? Yeah, there you go. Rest my case. Oh, but you can't compare. There is no issue except that some pudwhacker from New York called before, some old fart with no life, and starts giving me a song and a dance. I'm a schmuck and I'm a putt because I don't agree with him that there's more violence in football than there is in hockey. That's why. And anybody with a brain knows this guy's full of crap and ought to go back on the goddamn subway with Bernard Getz. See, one thing about New Yorkers, man, they're like George. That's one thing I'll say. They're just like George. They have the answers. That's it. Don't argue with them. Don't discuss, no matter what the subject is. Sports, music, sex, no matter what it is, they got the answers, period.
What's your point?
Exactly. And, of course, with me, I find that all very amusing because I got the answers, and I know it beyond a shadow of a doubt. So what else should I listen to George or the New Yorkers? What the hell do I need their bullcrap for? Oh, my God.
You're being very difficult with me this morning.
Yeah, blow it out your ass, bitch. We have an open line in Dade, one in Dade. Like I said, Dade County, Dade County, Dade County all my life. It used to be at the other joint. Right, all our lives. We were hocking at trying to come out. See, there's no place to go in this town because there's no place on AM anyway where you can get both counties and really feel. We're right in the middle here. We're right smack on a goddamn county line. I could throw a goddamn bowling ball from here up the road about a half a dozen blocks and hit County Line Road. That's how close we are, right to the middle of Dade and Broward. We are perfectly geographically located here to be appealing to both Dade and Broward. But for some strange reason on this goddamn radio station, even though our great sales manager upstairs, she's got most of our appearances coming up for Center 1 in Dade County, which I do not understand because 90% of our audience appears to be in Broward County. Oh! Are you following me or what?
No.
Okay, just checking. Nyma dealers can see
QAM.
A dingo ate my baby.
What'd she say? Come on, Sally, cut the crap. 1214 at 560 WQM. Yeah, the paramedics are really bored since she left town. Oh, we already heard that? Here's a call from Pembroke Pines. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
How's it going?
Great.
Listen, are you more of a Toronto Maple Leaf fan or the Panthers?
Toronto Maple Leafs are number one. The Panthers are close second.
Okay.
Like I said, Maple Leafs number one. Panthers are distant. Second.
What do you think about the situation with the New York Islanders that they moved out of the arena?
You know, what happened with that? I saw that they canceled the game because the arena was condemned or something. They said, what happened?
Well, actually, what happened was they didn't think that the arena was safe.
Right.
And so they asked the people...
Need it. You and Mike Milbury will need it. We have an open line in Broward, 5670560. Don't forget that CBC series, 9 o'clock. I think it's on tonight and again tomorrow night. For the hockey fans, if you have the big dish or know somebody that does 9 o'clock each night, really interesting stuff. Last night, of course, they were doing the stuff about Gary Bettman blowing it with those Olympics. Nice going, Gary, you little jackass. Oh, man. And then, of course, Canada and the U.S. coming back with egg on their puss. And of course, the U.S. athletes. Remember that episode? Even you remember when they had the thing at the Olympic Village over there in Japan, and they were breaking furniture and did about $3 grand worth of damage. And, oh, yes, well, we know who's going to do it. Here it is. How long is it later now? That was back in February, and it's October. That's even before Georgia's bonus was due. That's how long ago that was. And do we have any idea who the players were who was involved?
No.
No, we don't. Will we ever get the answer?
No.
It's kind of like the Kennedy assassination. Somebody somewhere knows. In fact, a lot of people know. But will we ever get the answer?
No.
No, because they're all covering up for each other. Like that jackass who was giving me a song to dance about Peter Jennings yesterday. They're all covering up for their colleagues. Yeah, right. Here's Miami. Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, I'm calling as a rebuttal to this bozo that called that actually had a stopwatch for a football game.
Uh-huh.
So first of all, I bet you never played football in his life.
Well, what does that have to do with it? I never played football either, but that doesn't mean I don't know how long the action goes.
I played football and hockey.
Uh-huh.
And I can tell you, first of all, football is way more physical than hockey.
No chance.
No, yeah, way more physical.
You played hockey?
I played hockey.
Where?
I played hockey in Boston.
Who's this, Anson Carter?
Anson Carter.
Famous anus?
No, that's not famous anus.
Oh. Willie O'Ree?
No.
Okay.
No. Dave the Busher.
Dave the Busher, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. But, back to this bozo, though. I mean, this guy really was a dick.
Mm-hmm.
15 minutes actually playing is a big deal, but he's never played on the line, has he? It's like a fight every play.
In addition to which, it's an interesting thing, but in a football game, in the old days when men were really men, a lot of players used to go both ways, so to speak. They play on offense and defense. Now, of course, since we have this specialization, there's no such thing. No players play both on offense and defense except maybe Neon Dion. But other than that, there's nobody else out there doing that. So the offense is only on the field maybe like 40, 50% of the game, or depending on how the game is going. So guys are sitting on their ass on the bench half the game. So take the 15 minutes divided by 2. Now you're down to 7 minutes.
But you know what, Neil? That's wrong, because my punk little we play both ways every Sunday. Come on,
both ways?
We play both ways. And I don't go both ways. I go one way.
We go
play both ways.
Okay, well, we'll be out there to see you. Not. We have an open line today. He's coming up to the county line. Okay, all you Broward people, you better watch out for this guy, because he's coming up to the county line. He's going to be shooting it all over the place.
Squirt, squirt.
He's drawing the line in the sand. We have an open line today, 5670560 and Tom 560 on the AT&T line. That's right. How come I never thought of that before? We're talking about, I mean, granted, hockey players are only out there, you know, 45 seconds, just whatever it might be. Sometimes they're out there for an entire power play, 2 minutes. Not very often, but, you know, once in a while. But granted, they skate several shifts a game. The important players, we're talking guys who log 28, 30 minutes of ice time in a game. As opposed to guys who are playing, 15 divided by 2 is 7. 7.5 minutes a game of actually being on the field? What are we talking about? 7.5 minutes a game? Good pounds, you got to be huffing and puffing a lot of oxygen in between. You're huffing it. Remember Sam Huff? Here's a mobile in Fort Lauderdale. Hello. Fort Lauderdale. Neil? Yes, sir.
Neil?
Yes, I am.
I was wondering if you heard about John Benet Ramsey going to be exhumed.
And?
It was requested by her parents. Her mother wants to change her out.
Yeah, okay. Open line. How come I knew it was some kind of a stupid joke? 5670560. By the way, the Dow is up about 60 points. Oh, while we're sitting here not paying too much attention, I was watching it out of the corner of my eye, but I just thought now would be a real good time to tell you. The Dow's up 61 points, like I said. The Nasdaq's down about 15. The techs are not having a really great day again. But at least the Dow is up a little bit. There's a little bit of hope, a little bit of a bounce. Like they said, it's going to bounce. They're bouncing on it. Don't get too excited, though. It won't happen again Monday. Here's a mobile in Boca. Hello.
Yeah, hey, Neil, what's the chance I'd follow an idiot on the show today, huh?
Well, you just did.
Well, I have two questions. I have actually a question
in the story. In fact, the chances today would be like almost 100%.
Unbelievable. I have a friend who's up in Jupiter. He's a teacher anyways. He hit a little puppy. I don't know if you guys heard about the story down there on the way to school.
Yeah.
And what happened is that they got hit and it took off into the woods. Well, now I hear on the news a couple days they're playing up that there's some cult out there that's skinning animals and all this. And he said, look, he went forward after seeing that on the news. Said, no, I think that dog. I think I hit the dog.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't ran off in the woods. Now they're going to charge him and put him in jail for a year, up to a year, for animal cruelty.
Oh! Excellent.
How about that? And I got a question. Where can I get a big dish? I've been calling around. Everybody tells me they're illegal.
No, they're not.
That's what I want.
They're not illegal if you get a permit. And you live where, up in Jupiter?
No, actually, I live in Port St. Lucie.
Oh, then you should be able to go. Oh, no problem. George will give you Mohammed's number. You want a number for real?
That would be great, because I'm dying for one.
Okay, hang on.
Right.
Okay, there's a guy that's going to be watching some good stuff. We have an open line in Dade. Where is it? On line, wherever line he's on. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T. So what's he talking about? Some crazy cultist killed a puppy? Is that
No, the man who runs our cult, raise our hopes with heaven's gate. Me, I know the spaceship comes from far to take us to our fate. So I lie down on my bed, purple shroud around my head, over my head. I long to leave this planet dead, wish I was dead, and I kill myself for dough, the man who runs our cult.
And don't forget,
there's no fags in the church.
Open line in Dade County. We're trying to get these Dade bastards awake and alive today, man. Is there anybody who speaks any language that we might understand in Dade County? We got any Jamaicans out there? We got some Jamaican women out there today. That's what we want. Some of those imperious, condescending Jamaican women to talk down their nose and tell me what a slob I am. I want to hear it. 5670560, pound 560. The Dow is up 78. Oh! The Nasdaq's only down 11. It's making a big comeback. We're going to wind up. Of course, it's only 12:20. Don't count it yet. Don't start counting it yet. But something must have happened that we're not aware of. Something is going on out there. Somebody must have found some money under a goddamn mattress. Here's a mobile in Kendall. Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Neil?
Yes.
Yeah, how you doing?
Okay.
That guy with that baloney about the football game.
Yeah.
How can you compare football to hockey? I've been a hockey fan most of my life. I used to hang out in the garden up on the top row and hold on to the ceiling and couldn't wait for them guys to kill each other with the Rangers and the Toronto.
Yeah, Luke and the joke, that's all. That's right. He wouldn't know Willie O'Ree from Willie Logan.
The reason I can't get downtown here is because I'm a handicapped person.
Yeah.
But I imagine out there at that new arena, is it easier to get to?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Well, I'm going to take a shot
come
at
right
that.
Come right up 75. It's right off of I-75. You can just drive right in.
Yeah, that was the problem with this downtown over here in Miami. I was a little scared of that.
No, you don't want to go
get up there. I saw pictures of that place.
I'm going to tell you, sir, it is so gorgeous. It is so safe. It is so lit up. It is so beautiful, so convenient. You'll just, you won't believe it.
I'm going to make a shot at it. Neil, thanks a lot.
I'll
Have
see you
a
there.
good day.
Okay. And of course, if you missed the beginning of the show, the Panther organization, which I thank them again profusely, God, do they love me? Except for Baldy, of course. I understand Baldy made a quick visit into our QAM box last night. Too bad I wasn't up there, huh? Would that have been great? No, I don't mean Bill Torrey. He was up there too briefly. Of course, Bill's my good buddy now, Mr. Bowtie. Him and BM, we've kind of kissed and made up. I like Terry Murray, though. I tell you one thing. Regardless of what happens with this season, Terry Murray, I think, is a good coach, okay? I mean, he's a good guy. I like Terry. I sat down, I had a long chat with him. I said, hey, listen, he said, you're right. No matter what you say, you're right. And I said, hey, here's a guy that knows which side it's on. Look at this beautiful number 98, Rogers. That's the third Panther uniform, which these are really nice, too, by the way, which I like a hell of a lot better than the red ones, the road uniforms. And I thank them profusely for that, and Steve Dangerfield for my great seats. They're in Section 101. And we saw a lot of our old friends from, and I guarantee you, come the first home game, which I won't be there. Oh, that's right. I should probably give those. I should probably give those tickets away, shouldn't I? Those tickets for the opening game against Tampa, since I'll be out of town next weekend. And that yellow parking pass, the preferred parking pass. I shouldn't have probably mentioned that, should I?
No.
Because then that guy will. I'm out. I'm done with that guy. And they were very nice to me. And he made several of those little the Neil statue, and then the Ray Whitney one. But when he pulled that on me yesterday, I just I couldn't get over it. I couldn't believe it.
Boy, does he have a lot of chutzpah.
Yes. I mean, if you're going to do nice things for me, don't then start sucking around for stuff that I'm not even giving away yet. Boy, they all want. We want it. Whatever you got, we want it. If I had some loose change in my pocket right now, they'd probably want it. If I got some loose change, I'm feeling the change. Oh, that's because I'm looking at the poster of Enrique. Look at that. I got 40 cents loose change in my pocket. Anybody want it? Yeah, he'll take it.
Loan me $50.
Cheap bastard. Wonder how much Ross Perot is slipping to be on that show, huh? I wonder who's getting that. 26 past noon. I'm a boat camper at 6. We got the Yankees in Texas Game 3 from Arlington, Texas at 7:45. Lorenzo.
A.M. This is the most disgusting program. I urge everyone to complain to this station.
Arena last night, Rimmer's coming up the stairs to say hello, and there's a guy talking to me standing behind it and says, oh, there he comes, pennies for Rimmer. He says, you must be just coming from Arby's. And Rimmer says, I don't even eat at Arby's. Talking about that live spot Joe does where he talks about the 80 for 1 special, the Rimmer special. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, that's the problem. He doesn't eat at Arby's. We might be more willing to buy him some more meals if he ate at Arby's. He doesn't eat at no cheap places, that Rimmer. You know what I'm saying?
Loan me $50.
Right. Here's Lauderhill. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
First time calling. I enjoyed the show. I went to the game last night.
Yes, sir.
The arena was beautiful. The thing that I'm looking at, though, is, and maybe you can even give me your opinion on it, the penalties that were taken last night were just stupid penalties.
But it's an exhibition game. I mean, you want to critique an exhibition game?
Well, you're still playing out there, and you're still out there trying to show what you can do.
All I saw was the first period, and I didn't see a lot of stupid penalties. There were very few penalties.
If you saw Worrell out there, he was out there probably for about 5 shifts and pulled 4 penalties out.
Yeah.
Which
I thought he played pretty good in the first period.
The guys are going, and that's what he's out there to do.
No, but I thought he played pretty good in the first period. He's skating a lot better, and I'll say it again. I thought his improvement was dramatic over last year.
I didn't see any kind of stick handling.
He had 2 great chances there right in front of the net. He created 2 good chances. I'm not saying he's a skilled player yet, but he's sure better than he was last year. Last year, I wouldn't have given you 50 cents for his chances to make the team.
No, I give him credit for the work ethic that he's put in, but I still think.
Yeah, but when you go watch exhibition hockey games, you can't start critiquing getting stupid penalty. There's no point in that. You look at the young guys and you see, which guys are playing good. Like this Peter Ratchuk kid played real good, I thought, last night.
Right.
His number 59. And you look at that, and of course Victor Kozlov, every game that he plays, he just gets better and better and better. But
the moves this guy has is unbelievable.
Yeah.
He and Whitney. I'd say, why didn't they sign him to longer than the year deals that they signed? That doesn't make sense. You got young talent. Don't you want to sign them for a long period of time?
It's fear again. They claim they're doing him a favor because then if he has a big year, then he can command, a big price. But they're just terrified of giving anybody long-term contracts and spending a lot of money and afraid that they're going to not pan out and it's going to blow up in their face again.
You would figure
the Dow. Oh, man, what's that all about? But don't get too excited. Open line in Broward, 567. Now, see, somebody just potskied with the air conditioning because I can feel it now. The heat just came on in here. Can't you feel the difference? I would love to know who in the guy. See, this is a radio show going on in here. This isn't a lounge for the salespeople or for the other goddamn people who can wander in and out of here. If it's getting too chilly for you, go out and stand outside in the sun, okay, and then go bake your brains out. Get a nice melanoma. But quit potchking around with a goddamn thermostat out there in the hallway. We get it just the way we all like it. We're all comfortable. And then every goddamn day, some bozo, wouldn't surprise me. And speaking of bozo, since I got myself started on this, I'm going to tell you something, and I really mean this. Gary Sarner, I was talking about people yesterday who might have naked pictures. Gary Sarner has got to have a whole scrapbook full of naked pictures to keep this man's job. There is, we went through this thing with Luann the other day about copy, about getting our sponsors some new copy, like once every 5 years would be good to try to do a more effective job for them. This man, he works on a station of his own. He don't work on QAM. He don't work on KISS. He don't work on Power 96. He works on Gary Sarner Radio on another planet. This man will not be phased. He will not produce. Every single account in here that's his account, it's the same old stuff with the scratches out. It's a nightmare. Are you kidding anybody, Gary Sarner?
No.
Because you're sure not kidding me.
No.
I try to cooperate with the guy. I cut a spot for him this morning. It's going to run another day parts at a very paltry amount. And he comes to me yesterday morning. Oh, you want to get paid for that? And I said, yeah, I want to get paid for it, schmuck, like everybody else here does. Like I'm going to do a freebie for him. I'm going to start doing favors for Gary Sarner. That's taken years off my life because he don't know copy from his goddamn fat
rectum.
Jesus. You're useless, Gary. You really are. Hopeless. Here's a mobile in Homestead. Hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Neil, you invite people to call for free tickets, and then when they do, you insult them and say they're sucking around.
Yes.
Yet
I didn't invite anybody. I didn't invite anybody to call for free tickets.
Cigars.
You know something, sir? The people that bring us free food and free cigars, number one, most of them are sponsors of ours, and number two, it's not something that they're not willing to give up that belongs to them. They bring us free food because we give them plugs on the air. No, I don't. Is this the guy that called yesterday that was hocking and chining for the tickets?
No, I don't call you often.
Yeah.
I just sort of listen
what's
in
the point?
while I'm waiting for PBS to come on.
Oh, you're just listen in while you're waiting for PBS, but you can quote me chapter and verse of what I do on this show. In other words, you just have these intermittent radio accidents because you're such an intellectual. You're waiting for PBS to come on.
No, Neil, I get bored with the regular programming, and sometimes
you listen to this show every single day, and I don't invite people to call and ask me for my personal tickets unless I announce on the air that I'm giving them away. If I'm giving something
on the air, you insult the people after they've called.
What is it?
Even after you announce on the air that you have tickets and you offer them to your listeners.
Yeah, and what about it? What is it that you want, sir? Do you want any tickets? Do you want tickets?
No, I don't.
Well, good, because you're not getting any. But the dial tone is free, okay, sir? And enjoy it and savor it all weekend long. And go watch your goddamn PBS. Here's another guy. Oh, he's just calling me and giving me a lecture on how I should do the show, and I do this wrong and do that. But he's not really listening. He's waiting for PBS to come on. Whatever that means. He's waiting for it to come on. Isn't PBS on now? Last time I checked. Dow is up 93 points. Going through the roof thanks to...
Neil, God!
And that guy was in Dade County, by the way. We have two, don't count your chickens yet, who made a tremendous comeback from the dead on this show today after 3 of the worst days in the history of the goddamn human race. After last night, WAMI sticking it to me with that goddamn audio with a big hum job on there. Audio you could have gotten up next to your TV, crawled on your hands and knees next to the TV set and stuck your ear up against there and still couldn't have heard the goddamn audio. Here's the challenge to Dade County. Can we have, between now and 2 o'clock, can we keep those Dade County lines and actually talk to people that have something to say, that aren't hostile, that aren't telling me how to do the goddamn show, that don't have a goddamn problem, that don't want to attack people who live in Broward, that aren't pissed off and fired up? Can we do that?
No.
You're right. 5-6.
Dorothy, having an orgy on the set of The Wizard of Oz.
Dorothy, check this out, Dorothy.
Oh, Scarecrow, I'd love a roll in the hay with you.
Oh,
How about me over here? I'll tell you, Dorothy.
Ooh, is that your tail?
Oh, I'm just trying to get the courage up. I'm just trying to get it up.
Ooh.
I'm getting it up. Dorothy, how about me over here, Dorothy?
Ooh, how would you like some oil? Let's put some oil on your head.
Feels so good. Oil me down, Dorothy. Oh, you're giving me a heart. Oh, you're giving me a heart on, Dorothy.
By the way, you know Jack Haley, the Tin Man, he was... Okay, where are we going? Remember, you saw The Wizard of Oz, right?
Of course.
Of course. Thank God.
Well, he was a dancer, wasn't he?
He was a... Here's a mobile on the alley. Hello.
Hello,
mobile
Neil?
on the alley. Yes, sir.
How you doing, Neil?
Okay.
Good. Listen, just touching on the hockey thing. I used to play hockey back in Chicago for what they used to call a semi-pro team.
Yeah.
And I got to agree with you, man. You try and skate up and down the ice to shift and keep your head on your shoulders. There's a lot more endurance, for hockey than there is for football. There's no doubt about that.
Not even a contest. I mean, anybody that would even debate is an idiot.
Well, I played goalie, just to so I could see what was coming at me.
Yeah.
But I'm getting up in years, so I don't play anymore. But touching on the county wars again, I relocated from Chicago down to Kendall, of all places, about 10 years ago. Yeah, right. I worked for a very prestigious jewelry firm that's based in Naples, who I won't name, but they know who they are. And they used to walk in and they'd say, you speak Spanish? And I'd say, no, let me get a salesperson to help you out.
Speak Spanish.
Yeah, and then they come up to you and I get them another salesperson and they walk up and they say hello to each other and the guy says, yeah, I want to get a Rolex. So, I mean, they drive the people out, out of that city. So I'm happy up in Palm Beach County, and that's where I'm going to stay.
Well, they want you to know your place. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, so anyway, hey, Neil, I know I'm sucking up, but I got an anniversary this weekend.
We have an open line in Dade, 567-0560 and pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. What? Well, it's right on the heels of that other asshole that's waiting for PBS to come out because he missed us this morning. He's going to watch Duck, Duck, Goose, Goose or something like that. Oh, boy. One open line, it's in Dade County, 567-0560 and pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. We got our best of CDs, thanks to Chris the Nephews over here. All the borders have got them in Dade and Broward. That phone number is up and running at Center 1. What the hell is that number, please? The number is time. Let everybody down. And these are the two best CDs we've ever come out with by far. And number 2, of course, is a little bit on the X-rated side. You better...
oh, my God.
Right. Just keep that in mind. But both of them have great... What is that you have in there?
These are the masters.
Wow.
Real, apparently. Yeah, this is what we're going to sell to people. Instead of the CDs, they're going to get these.
No, are we going to give those away and put hockey tickets inside them? Yeah, those would be great. We can make those into mailers and put my hockey tickets in there for opening night. Yeah, you're right. You see, you offer to give stuff away, and then you browbeat the people. You know something? This show is give and take. They give me a lot of crap, and I give them back a lot of crap. There you go. And I hope you enjoy your PBS when it comes on, you old fart. Here's a mobile in Palm Beach Gardens. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Cut that guy off smooth as oil, man. That was great.
He was beautiful.
Hey, I saw you at the game last night. I came up to you. I'm the guy with the Panther tattoo on my arm.
Right.
And that place, I was just squirting all over the place last night. That's a nice-looking place.
I don't know how anybody couldn't be tremendously impressed and enthused. I mean, God, the difference between day and night being in the other neighborhood and the other arena, and this place is just like a palace.
Like you said, there's a couple things we need, but, hey, the place is gorgeous.
Right.
My drive is almost the same from Palm Beach Gardens down there, but you know what? I get down there, I'm not stressed out from having to drive.
Exactly.
Rush hour.
And, of course, when you live 20 blocks away like I do, that 4-minute drive home, man, is stress-free. It's a quick zip right up Sunrise.
I'm up in Mezzanine, but you know what? Have you been up there and seen where they have the counter around in back of the nets, or in back of the goal zones up there?
Yeah.
I tell you what, we throw a couple bar stools up there. I'll throw away my mezzanine seats and sit up there. We're up there watching the Cubs game on TV, watching the hockey game. It was just like being a sports bar, a live sports bar.
That's right.
It was gorgeous. You see Ray Shepard and Ron Francis behind you?
No, I did not.
They were sitting right up in those folding seats, right to your right behind you.
Oh, I didn't see that.
They had about 5 or 6 Carolina guys up there.
I'll be danged.
Surprised you didn't see them, but hey, I forgot to tell thanks for helping me out with the Atkins. I lost 20 pounds on it.
Great.
And hey, man, I'll see it. I guess I won't see you Friday. Too bad.
No, I'll see you at the next one.
But go Cubs.
Okay.
Bye.
Yeah, that Frank Tapani, boy, he's got some nerve giving up a run last night. That old fart that called me earlier today, man, I'm going to tell you, Harry Carey would like to come back just for a few seconds, just to put one right in the middle of your forehead. Open line in Dade County, 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. One thing about this town, you can't complain about the knowledge of the sports fans in this town because they don't have any. Maybe 1%. I'm lowering it down to 1%. I think that may be an exaggeration of the people who claim to be sports fans in this town really know anything about fill in the blank. Football, baseball, basketball, pinochle, hockey, you name it. Doesn't make any difference which sport it is. They know from nothing. And, of course, the ones who claim to have gone, years ago, their Alzheimer's kicked in so bad they don't even remember who's on first. Oh, yeah, I used to go to the Garden. Yeah, right. 400 years ago. Here's Miami. Hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
Great.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I never once remember you mentioning that you would give away anything. I mean, I'm calling in response to that moron a couple of callers ago that was saying that you tease callers and saying that you're going to give away tickets and then you don't.
Well, I've said that a million times. I'm not going to give away anything, and then I change my mind.
Yeah, people only hear what they want to hear.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is...
you're talking about during... Oh, of course, there are many times... listen, how many days are there when people keep calling, I hint, I joke or something, and they start calling and I say, I'm not giving away, I have nothing to give you.
Exactly.
That guy's a fruitcake. He's busy watching, Big Bird.
This is Herman, by the way. I had won your own personal tickets the first time that you gave them away.
Right.
And I was just calling in defense of you because, these people are idiots out here.
Okay, Herman.
I had one other
Don't
comment.
Be chronic, yes.
It's really tiring because I've been ice skating before, and that right there is exhausting in itself. And it's funny how these, when I first started watching hockey, these well-conditioned athletes can only be on the ice for a minute at a time. That's because it's such a great sport. Anyway, Neil, take it easy.
Thanks a lot, Herman. Yeah, just the skating part alone is tremendously draining, and then the fact that they're hitting each other and these tremendous body checks, and then the goalies, you think the goalie's protected. The guy comes skating toward the net, and he's hit from behind by the defenseman. They go barreling into the goalie and drive him into the back of the net like a ton of bricks, and he lies there all sprawled out, and then gets up, and everybody says, oh, thank God he's going to live. At least for another couple of big saves till the game is over. Oh, no, football. See, I don't understand why people are just so blind. They just refuse to listen. It's like a religion to them. It's the same thing with religion. Same exact thing. I mean, if you love football, you're in a majority. In fact, I saw a thing in Business Week I was reading last night. Over 60% of the sports fans in this town, in this country, prefer football as their number one sport. Only about 13% hockey. Baseball number 2, and then NBA. So you're in the vast majority, but that doesn't mean because you like something the best that you're blind to its deficiencies or the way it compares to other things. Oh, no, you don't understand, mister. You're a schmuck. Okay, whatever you say. Here's a lady in Miami. Hello. Lady in Miami.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, hi, Neil.
Yes.
Just wanted to call to tell you that I enjoy your show.
Uh-huh.
And unlike other guys that they call and they say, oh, their girlfriends don't enjoy the show, my case is different. I love your show. My boyfriend hates you.
Really?
Yeah, he
What's
says
his
that
problem?
He says you're too critical. You're not going to last very long on that station.
I'm not going to last very long on this station. I've only been on the air here for 23 years.
I know.
My days are numbered.
I tell him, and he just doesn't like it. I think maybe because he's a little homophobic.
Yeah, no, I think he's a latent homosexual is probably what it is. I think he's probably got a boyfriend. I'd watch it.
He doesn't.
I'd be real careful what he's bringing home, sweetie.
No, I've been with him 4 years. I should know.
I'd be washing that thing off with Clorox.
Oh, and I wanted to tell you that my mom, she loves you. She doesn't speak a word English, but she loves your show.
There
She sees you on WAMI. She says they should translate your show in Spanish.
Oh, that's coming. Okay, sweetheart.
All right. Bye.
Tell him to butch up.
Okay,
See
bye.
Ya. How do you like that, huh?
Oh!
I like it. Her boyfriend's a fruitcake, and she and Mommy have good taste. Yeah, I'm too critical. I'm not going to last long on this station. Right. Let's take a look at those last trends. Which show had like 5... In fact, every other day part went down in the last trend, and this show went way the hell up. Oh! How the hell did that happen? Must have been just an accident. Must have been a mistake. 2 open lines. They must not have been measuring in Dade County on this show because we got 2 open lines there again. I'm telling you, you people in Dade County are brutal. I know we got at least 50 people listening in Dade, and at least 5 of them speak English, damn it.
Yeah, man.
567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T wireless line. I put the challenge out there. I laid it right on the table for you, for Dade County to hold up their end until 2 o'clock today. I laid it right out there, and could they do it?
No.
Don't look too promising right now. And we got guys calling in, oh, Dade County's where it's really at. Bunch of deadheads in Broward. If I had to depend on Dade County for my livelihood anymore, I'd have been out of business 9 months ago, the day I sat my ass down in this chair. Here's a mobile in Cutler Ridge. Hello.
Yeah, hello, Neil?
Yes, sir.
I love the show. I love the whole thing on WAMI. The thing is, why do you allow, my only complaint would be this, why do y'all allow that plug-in?
Okay, we have an open line at Dade 1 in Broward, 567-0560. Look at that. George has got the Masters in there. Is that one of the...
Yeah, it's one of the Masters.
One of the Masters from our best of CDs?
That's just beautiful.
And that is a beautiful thing. The reflection off of that is just blinding. I'm becoming mesmerized and hypnotized. And George is using that as a scam. Then he's going to run here and start doing the show. George is doing a bloodless coup, and she can have it, quite frankly, this week. 1256, the Dow is up 111. The Nasdaq's down only 1.20, and Nasdaq's almost even Steven now. Oh, thank God for that. But it's only 1 o'clock. We got a long way to go. We got 3 hours and about 10 minutes to go before those final numbers go up on the board. So don't get too excited yet. Hey, Nick's new brand
60 QAM. The Neil Rogers Show, Lauderdale.
It's not just the 1 to 2 hour. It's a phenomenon.
And now the sound of Dorothy having an orgy on the set of The Wizard
Oh, I just
of
got through
Oz.
playing this. Well, I did have something else I was going to play, but Rob Kaplan was in here. Pop, 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 pop. I already just played that only minutes ago. I apologize profusely. You didn't want to hear anything right then, did you? Well, Rob Kaplan was in here with my check from WAMI telling us about the day the show's going off the air. Oh, I'm sorry. We have an open line at Dade, 567-0560, pound 5. Well, you can't blame the guys here. They worked their asses off. They've really given it their best shot. Nobody wanted to watch this show, but the good thing is Monday they're going to start doing it the same day. So at least it'll be timely. So you won't have to turn it on at night, and I'm going to be sitting there talking about stuff that happened days ago and weeks ago and months ago. I mean, nobody's still going to watch it, are they?
No.
But at least it'll be timely anyway. We'll make a timely departure. Here's Cape Coral. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, me and another Yahoo were coming over from Cape Coral tomorrow to see you. And is that place on Sunrise, you think?
Yeah, just go east almost all the way to the beach. Just keep
Almost
going.
all the way to the beach?
Right.
Hey, do you want to stop and pick up you guys' bonus checks on the way?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
I'll see you.
Bye.
Thanks. Okay, he's going to bring your bonus check there tomorrow. Anybody believe that?
No.
One moment, please. I can't believe that I just did that. Well, Rob was in here bonding, you know, asking all kinds of personal questions as usual. Don't be a yenta, okay, Rob? The word's getting around. A real yenta. Open line at Broward, 567. Yeah, sniffing around. 567-0560 and pound 560 on the mobile one line. Here's Pembroke Pines. Hello.
Yeah, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I just wanted to comment about Rob Niedermeyer getting a little physical last night. He was having a pretty good game. He wasn't only just trying to score goals. He was...
Not in the first period, he didn't. I didn't see him do anything in the first period. He was like invisible.
Oh, he had some pretty good checks behind the net.
In the first period?
Yeah, and he was working... I was on that side of the net at the time that he was working behind the net.
Yeah, well, you have to call me a doubting Thomas in his case. I'll believe that he's going to produce when I see it.
And I'd like to see Peter Worrell getting physical out there. He was he was intimidating a lot lot of people.
Yeah, he impressed the hell out of me last night as compared to what I saw last year. He's really come along. Thank God.
Skating's a lot better too.
Right, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Can I make one shameless request?
Yes, sir.
The Ebonics ABCs.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
And have a great life.
You too.
And a great weekend. We have an open line in Broward, 567-0560. Don't forget, noon to 2 at Borders tomorrow. Can I see those CDs, by the way? Or, I mean, is that just the mock-ups?
Yeah. There's no sheets or anything in them.
There's no
really
sheet?
to see.
No sheet?
I saw it.
Oh, okay. We'll have the real things, though, and they're all at Borders right now. That's the good news. And also, don't forget Pizza Love. We want to give Jeff a lot of free plugs, don't we?
No.
Pizza Love, 6 to 8 p.m. this coming Tuesday night, October 6th. And also, T-shirt Tom, of course, will have all of our special T-shirts, too, for Center 1 tomorrow and again on Tuesday night. Here's Miami. Hello. Miami. Okay, nice talking to you. Like I said, Dade County, can they hold up their end?
No.
No way. Sad. Here's a mobile in the Gables. Hello.
Hey, Neil, how you doing, buddy?
Okay, sir.
Listen, when are you going to head down towards Dade County for the Borders CD sign?
Borders on Dade County is on Aventura. Saturday, October 31st, the Ben & Jerry's in Aventura.
Gotcha. Perfect. Thank you, sir. That's all I want to know.
I'll see you there.
Bye-bye.
All right. At Ben & Jerry's, no less. How do you like that? You can pick out. You can do your fish food. Don't get it on the CDs, though. We have an open line in Dade County, 567-0560, pound 560 on the mobile one line. They got 56 and a half minutes to hold up their end in Dade County. Anybody believe they can do it?
No.
I don't either. Here's a lady in Kendall. Hello.
Hey, Uncle Neil.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, how you doing?
Okay.
It's the Dingo Lady.
Oh, the Dingo Lady. Okay.
Yes.
You must have heard your thing
Yes,
before.
I did. Dingo ate my baby.
Right.
Yes, I got tickled. I was going to think of a new one and say, beware of the dingo, it'll get your kisses.
Mm-hmm.
I was calling to get a happy birthday because I couldn't call before on my birthday because I had oral surgery. I couldn't talk.
Oh, you had oral like that Christian lady that called us yesterday.
Yes. Thank you. And you know what's funny? When George was on, before I won and I called in and got some tampons, and I got tickled because I thought that they would say, here, stick this one in your puss.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes. So I'm enjoying the show and everything.
And have a great weekend.
Yes. You too, dear.
See ya.
Okay, hon. Bye-bye.
Bye. What'd she say? 2 open lines in Dade, 567-0560, pound 560 on a mobile one line. Here's Miami. Hello.
Hey, how you doing, Neil?
Okay, sir.
Listen, I got an idea for you. You got all these schleppers calling in one of those tickets. You're collecting money for Center One. Why don't you start a bid and start taking their money?
Yeah.
You want my ticket, you bid. You start off by $50, you give them the CD and the ticket.
Okay.
And you'll see what goes on there.
Monday.
You'll do that Monday.
Okay.
All right, then.
See ya.
Later.
You owe me $50.
Dade County, we got 200 open lines in Dade County. We better fill them between now and 1:15, and we're going to start something really rash, okay? There's going to be a rash right on your rectum. 567-0560, pound 560 on the mobile one line. So the TV show's going off on what, November 5th? Right, as a birthday gift to me, which I appreciate very much. Here's a lady in Sunrise. Hello.
Hi, Neil.
Yes, ma'am.
I just want to tell you, I'm Neil Rogerized. How you doing?
Okay.
I'd like to ask you about Leland. I'm really sick about him.
leaving?
Yeah. What do you think of, why do you think Wayne let him go? Didn't he still have 3 years left on his contract?
He had an out clause. He had the option of staying or leaving, and he said goodbye.
I thought Wayne was just a really nice guy. Don't you think?
Meaning what?
That's just a joke, just a little sarcasm.
Yeah.
Anyway, what do you think? Didn't Dombrowski, wasn't he the general manager from the Expos?
Uh-huh.
And wasn't Felipe Alou the manager at that time with him? What do you think the chances are for him, coming to take Leland's place?
None.
None?
John Bowles is going to be the manager.
Oh. I may sound stupid, but who is he? I'm not familiar with him.
Some guy they found on a bus. Works real cheap. Have a great weekend. Open line in Broward, all 3 in Dade, okay? Well, we made it till like after 1 o'clock. Hey, don't knock it. The way things started out again today, we've actually made tremendous inroads here today. We've almost made a comeback to doing a show. Eliminate like yesterday and today from these 2 great shows we've had. And not have to worry about trying to put together a TV show out of this, because we didn't even have a radio show out of these 2 days, much less a half-hour TV show. A winner from Coconut Creek got really lucky at Hollywood Seminole Gaming.
Got it. Sports Radio 560 QAM.
It's Friday, you bastard.
Now, on video and selling out all over the country.
Mr. Kimball, which end of this Sal do you want?
Well, I'm in the mood for some oral satisfaction, Mr. Haney. Maybe just a hand job.
It's the porno just for rednecks.
Mr. Haney, Mr. Douglas, glad you could show up. Saved you a spot right here.
It's steamy. It's hot. It's
in the back of my pickup truck. Golly, Mr. Haney, will you shut up, Eb, and get over here and hold Arnold still? Oh, that feels good.
Haney's horny. Rated XXX. Now on video.
12 minutes after 1 at 560 WQM. Former Dolphin charged in firebombing attacks. Let's hear it. The Broward State Attorney's Office on Thursday charged former Miami Dolphin football player Gene Atkins with solicitation to commit aggravated battery for what prosecutors say was his part in the firebombing of a former business partner's home. Miramar police charged Atkins with 8 counts of attempted second-degree murder, 2 counts of arson, and 1 count of conspiracy to commit aggravated battery after someone threw firebombs in Alfred and Angela Simmons' home in the 7700 block of Kismet Street in March and early April. Police arrested Atkins, 33, more than a month later, saying he hired the people who threw the firebombs. He's out on $275,000 bail. Thursday's charge is a significant reduction from the original count. Oh! There you go. All right, Gene. Of course, it's only an accusation. You do understand that, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, we have an open line in Broward-Dade County. Quiet, okay? Dade County ran out of gas. Put it right down and count at 1:13 in the afternoon, Friday, October 2nd, 1998. That's when they ran. They shot their load. That was it. Couldn't keep it up, could you? Not even close to 2 o'clock. Here's a mobile implantation. Hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes, sir?
Good afternoon. Long-time listener, first-time caller. Love your show.
All right, of course.
And also from plantation. What I was going to say, you're saying borders. It's near the US 1 where it branches off Sunrise. It's not near the beach. It's the first building after US 1 branches off north on Sunrise Boulevard. It's not even in the Galleria Mall complex.
No, I know that.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so you take Sunrise east to what?
Just past where US 1 branches north. You go straight ahead on Sunrise, and it's the first building on the right after the bridge.
Right.
But it's not near the beach. It's a long way from the beach.
Well,
it's nearer to Searstown than the beach, in actual fact.
You could run like a mother and make it. Okay, I'll see you there tomorrow.
It'll be a great show. Thank you.
So much.
Bye.
Okay, 1 call left on the board. Don't look too promising for these last 46 minutes, does it? Not to me. 567-0560. Pound 560 on a mobile 1 line. Any interest out there?
No.
Anybody with...
No.
Okay, sorry. Sorry I asked. Here's another mobile implantation. Hello.
Happy Friday, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Question and a comment. First, a comment. I wanted to say thank you for the Tim Tony's recommendation on the Mama's pizza spaghetti sauce.
Oh, that's great stuff, yeah.
Man, those huge cloves of garlic and the basil.
Nothing like it.
I smear it on the Mama Mary's crust, and it is outstanding.
Yes, sir.
And the question is
I'm surprised we never heard from them anymore.
They're out of Austin, Texas. I was reading the label, and it's some great stuff. I buy it every time I'm in public.
Big pieces of basil and big chunks of fresh garlic in there. It's out of this world.
And the garlic is real mild, too.
Yeah.
Question, what was the professor's name at FIU that teaches Italian? Is he still teaching a Saturday class, or do you know?
Oh, yes, he does. Jack Kirshner.
Kirshner. Okay.
He's great.
Wonderful. Well, thanks for the information.
Okay.
Have a great weekend.
And you too. Zagazun. Open line at Dade 1 in Broward, 567-0560, pound 560 on the mobile 1 line, as we try to examine and find out what's happened to this town. What happened to this town in the final days of September? There's definitely something grotesque and horrendous that happened, and nobody has reported it. Nobody knows exactly what it is. Nobody can stick their finger on it. Everybody's got their finger in each other's rectum. Nobody knows what the hell exactly it is. It's not just me. I'm not taking it personal because I know better than that. I know everybody and their brother-in-law is listening out there. I guarantee you that. I go to the hockey game there last night. Man, I was getting fondled by everybody. Except Rimmer. I keep my distance there, thank you. But, boy, I'm telling you, they love me there in that New Mac Arena. I'm a superstar. And then the Panthers, they come over with this beautiful jersey, my own personal Rogers jersey, number 98. An extra, extra, extra large, by the way, thank you. Here's a mobile in West Palm Beach. Hello.
Neil?
Yes, sir.
Love your show. Question for you. The guy that called earlier, he said that he waited for PBS to start. Is somebody forcing him to listen to the show? If he doesn't like it, turn it off.
Oh, no, he's being held at gunpoint.
And not only that...
No, don't you love these people who call to criticize? Which, if he wants to criticize, who cares? But why does he have to deny? Why does he have to pretend? He says, well, I only listen intermittently while I'm waiting for PBS. How do you listen intermittently? What the hell does that mean?
He's lying.
He's full of crap.
And not only that, but the things you do on your show is what makes the show. That's
exactly.
What it's all about.
Exactly. And it's my goddamn show and my goddamn tickets. And if I want to give them away, I will. And if I don't, I won't.
You're the man,
full of crap.
weekend.
Okay, pal, back to you. All these old farts, man. You know, this place would be so much better if we could lower the demographic by about 10 years. Just 10 years. Not 20 or 30, which would be sensational. Because we're starting at a demographic of about 100. Isn't that the average demo in this town? About 100 years old? Death plus 10? But if we could just lower that demographic a little, get rid of these sour old farts who are always looking, they got to criticize, and they're looking for something to be bitter and upset about. They got nothing constructive. They got nothing friendly. They're unhappy. They're miserable. They're rotten. They're shriveled up like a goddamn prune on the outside and on the inside, too. Where their brain used to be, there's nothing but a goddamn raisin. Which I can relate to. Here's Weston. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, half of the bastards smell, too.
Yeah?
But I'm really
toe
not
jam. A lot of toe jam.
Yeah, that's it, baby. I'm really not a Cubs fan, Neil, but that game broke my heart yesterday. Why? Because I hate Ted Turner.
Yeah.
I'd like to bang Jane Fonda.
Yeah.
And I can't stand the friggin' Braves. And I love your show.
Okay.
Take care, bro.
Okay. Frank Tapani, great job there for the Cubs. Oh! Unfortunately, Javi Lopez came up there, Javi duty. See, the thing with the Braves is they got so much firepower. They got Ryan Klesko, and they got Chipper Jones, who knocked in a winning run, and Javi Lopez, and all these other goyim. And, you can shut them down most of the game, but sooner or later, one of them is most likely to come up and bite you on the ass. And, of course, Glavine pitched a great game. And actually, their bullpen came through, which is very unusual for them. But there was a hell of a game, and I realize it wasn't a football game, but everything is relative. People that just generalize, baseball's boring. But you know something? This has been one hell of a year between the McGuire-Sammy stuff with the home runs, and then the wild card thing and the playoff with the Cubs and the Giants. And some of these playoff games have been pretty damn good, like Houston-San Diego yesterday, which we went to the hockey game, so we didn't see the end, but I read about it. And Jim Leyritz hits a 2-run pinch run homer in the top of the ninth to tie up that game for San Diego. And then Houston comes back and wins it 5-4 in the bottom of the ninth to tie up the series. And Kevin Brown with his 16 strikeouts in 8 innings in the first game. Been some great stuff going on. Oh, but it's boring. Yeah, whatever you say. Everything is boring except what you like. I understand. That's the way life works. You stick with your vanilla ice cream, and I'll stick with my stuff, with my fish food. And my chocolate cherry Garcia frozen yogurt. Here's a mobile in Hollywood. Hello.
Hey, Neil, that's me. How you doing, sir?
Yes, sir.
Great show, Neil. Great show.
Yes, it is.
Neil, could you do me a big favor? Give me a little Phil Hendry, please.
Yeah.
And I want to.
Yeah, but wait. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but wait. Yeah. Okay.
You are the man, Neil.
Okay. See ya.
Are you sure?
Positive. How's Phil doing, by the way? Haven't heard from him in a coon's age, have we? Now that we sold all those CDs for him, I sure hope we do as well for us as we did for Phil with those CDs. Boy, we sold those things out like that, like a heartbeat. Here's a call from Kendall. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
I was listening earlier and listened to that schmuck saying how Dade had all this crap to offer.
Yeah, Dade's where it's at, man. Illegal aliens, great pickers.
Neil. I've been living in Kimball my whole life. Okay, Dade sucks. Okay,
Dixie Highway with all that congestion.
Dude, okay.
The Metro Rail with all those empty cars.
Go to Sweetwater. They got a lot to offer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
there you
with
go.
all those Central Americans at the bottom of the friggin' gene pool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, disgusting. He's saying all this crap about Coconut Grove and South Beach. Those places are so fake and plastic.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's trying to be something they're not.
Plastic is exactly the word. I couldn't have picked a better one. That's precisely what it's all about. Pretentious and plastic.
Living in Dade and living in Kendall has driven me to do one thing. Stay home and smoke pot.
All right.
Thanks, Neil.
Okay, pal. Okay, trace the call. We got a pot smoker out there. Pot smoker.
Oh, my God.
Weed alert. Ain't nothing I get more upset about than finding somebody is smoking that wicked weed. Don't you get upset about that?
No.
No, me either. We got a goddamn government here that that legislates against plants. This is the most unbelievable thing, that there are people stupid enough in this country who believe the government somehow has got a right to tell you what plants you can grow, where you can grow them, what you can do with them, where you can dry them out, where you can stick them, as in your rectum. Thank God that there ain't nobody out there that's smoking that damn wicked weed. I better put that card back on. That won't be on there anyway, because we're not going to be doing the show on, because we're going off on WAMI pretty soon. Oh, this Rob Kaplan, this man has got a sense of humor that's just unbelievable. I mean, why doesn't he just come in here and say, hey, they're canceling the show after November 5th. It's been a nice run. Of course, they got to continue paying you for several more months. George, they got to continue paying us for several more months. But we're going to come in here and clean all. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. It's been on many times. The one that says Stone Forever, and it's got his lips. What's wrong with the lips? Just because it's got 6 joints in it, or 7.
We're doing it inside smoking.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh, well, guess what? It's still going to be up there, okay? And tell them to blow it out their ass. Oh, now see, it keeps falling out. It must be an active binky. What do you mean you're supposed to ask not to have that up there? They'll have to block it out, okay? Good. We might actually get a number then, put something over my puss. We might get some people start watching it if we block out my face. How's this? How would this be? Hey, how you doing out there, huh? Welcome to WAMI. All you 10-year-olds that are watching the cartoons. We have 2 open lines in Dade. You believe that? They asked him for me to take this card down here that's got the joints on it that says Stone Forever, which is just a comical postcard that I bought in Amsterdam. Do they have any sense of humor over there? No. Are they a bunch of Nazi bastards? Yes. Are they? Yes. You bet. Bunch of fascists. I'm not taking this card down, okay? Maybe they'll have to start shooting from a different angle. Maybe they'll just start doing the straight-on thing, which I look a hell of a lot better on that one anyway, by the way. Which is the one I look really bad and pasty on? Which one? Is that with this one over here?
It's all of them, buddy.
No, I'm serious. You know the one I'm talking about. Yeah, you're talk about pasty. Man, oh man, I look like a Schwarzer compared to you, and I haven't got any tan this year. Look at that. Well, I got more tan in this half an inch. Here's my half an inch. Take a look at that. Then you got in your whole body, you pasty spick.
Oh, my ass.
No thanks. I saw Rob's yesterday.
Rectum.
Pretty interesting. Here's a mobile in Miami. Hello.
Hey, Neil, Mark Mooney with WAMI TV's The Times, the news program. I wanted to tell you, I moved here from Atlanta. What's everybody bad-mouthing the Braves for?
I don't know. I like the Braves.
Well, no, they're a terrific team. I don't understand.
Well, they're jealous, I guess. I don't know. They're jealous of success.
I can't believe people down here are rioting, for heaven's sake.
About what?
Well, about the team being sold, played, dissected,
They don't care about it down here. They couldn't care less. Don't you understand? This is La-La Land.
It couldn't happen.
You better get with the program. You better get an investigative report going to see if you can find any life period down here. Forget about intelligence.
Hey, how are we doing?
What day is your show going off?
Huh?
Have a great weekend, Mark.
You too.
Okay. Yeah, we got a great sense of humor, the WAMI crew, because we know all the shows are going off except those old MASH reruns. MASH and the Munsters and Que Pasa USA and Rocky Echevarria and all that other crap. How about Generation Enye? Is that going off? Oh, no, that ain't going off. See, we know that Bill Dreck, he'd keep his finger in that slot. That's right. In his rectum. Open line in Dade County, 5670560. Come on, let's bring back Out Loud. As soon as they took Out Loud off the air, that was when that thing right down the toilet. Seriously, we were having some fun with the WAMI thing. We're starting to make a little bit of progress. We could have put Buddy Bud Paxton in his place, okay, in outer space with those people over there at Channel 33 who are doing their best to sabotage our great efforts. We know what it's all about. We know what you guys are trying to pull. And doing a good job, too, by the way. Here's a Lady Mobile in Palm Beach. Hello. Lady Mobile.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Neil?
Yes.
This is Marjorie.
Hi, Marjorie.
And I am actually very offended by a comment that you made earlier.
Good.
That Jamaicans are a pompous.
That what?
That Jamaicans are pompous?
No, it's Jamaican women.
Oh, Jamaican
guys
women.
are
Well,
okay.
Jamaican woman.
Jamaican guys are a little mellower because they're smoking the good stuff.
Yeah, man.
But the Jamaican women, you tend to be very condescending and uppity. You know what I mean?
I am not condescending. You don't know anything about Jamaican women.
Oh, Jamaican women tend to be very,
like
very uppity and condescending, look down their noses and talk down to people. You're not Jamaican. You must be from, like,
I am Jamaican.
the Cayman Islands or some glacier place like that.
I am Jamaican.
Virgin Islands?
And I
St. Croix?
to that.
St. Croix? You're not from... You're Jamaican?
Kingston.
Oh, from Kingston. Is there any other place on Jamaica besides Kingston? No. That's about it. Well, what is the main staple there besides marijuana? What do they make in Jamaica?
Oh, well, we have bauxite. We import cane for sugar and all of that stuff.
Jerk pork?
Yeah, we do jerk pork.
Yeah, I bet. Okay, Marjorie.
Okay,
Have
bye.
a great weekend. Bye-bye. Oh. We have an open line at Broward, 5670560, pound 560. That was a Jamaican moniker right there is what that was.
Yeah, man.
And pound 560 on the mobile one line. 126 here on QAM. Pompano Park's got lots of action for you today. In fact, this weekend. At Pompano. With $350 for this piece of crap. Well, no, it's a nice scale. Not a very friendly scale, though. It's not one of those you can kind of like lean to the left, lean to the right. And if you lean a little too far, lean just a little bit too far that time. So anyway, Rob Kaplan just told me that all the shows on WAMI are going to be going off the air November 5th. Except, of course, for, MASH, Munsters, Cartoons, and Que Pasa USA. Everything else going off. Here's Miami Beach. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, man?
Okay.
3 points I want to make out. First, I was listening to the show earlier. The guy that said Tapani
sucks.
How could anybody, of course, the guy was about 100 years old, but how could anybody who's a Cub fan, as that guy pretends to be, watch that performance last night? This guy came up with one of his great performances of his lifetime and, gives up one run, and they wind up losing the game in the 10th inning, and this guy's knocking him. You ought to be kissing his ass.
I'm not a Cubs fan, but I watched first pitch to the last pitch.
He pitched great.
And he pitched, you couldn't ask for any more with the bats that Atlanta has to mow everybody down, and then...
For my money, he pitched a better game than Glavine did.
He did. Glavine's always Glavine, but, this guy pitched his heart out. Right. Just Javi Lopez hitting a home run. Well, come on. He was mowing down everybody.
Right.
It's a shame that the Cubs lost because I want Atlanta to lose. Anyone that beats Atlanta is okay in my book.
Yeah. A lot of people hate those Braves. I'm not sure what that's all about, but a lot of people get really tired of them,
I don't know what it is. I don't like them either.
I kind of like them, but people are getting real tired of them. But when you come right down to it, I was thinking this last night during the game. As much as I like the Cubs, and I had those years when I was a real dyed-in-the-wool Cub fan with a satellite dish, really, the two best teams by far. In the National League, you had three teams with great records, but still, the Braves are the best team in the league, and the Yankees by far the best team in the American League. Wouldn't it be justice if they just eliminated all this other playoff crap, and then we should have them in the World Series,
Yeah, well, hey, San Diego's not bad either.
Yeah, they're good. And Houston's no slouch either.
No, not at all. I'm pulling for San Diego in that one, but...
Are you?
Yeah. But, to say that Tapani, he's not...
That guy that made that call should be deported. He should be on a crate right now, being sent to some 10th world country.
For him to make that comment, he obviously doesn't know anything about baseball.
Which means he fits in here perfectly. Have a great weekend,
well, one more
yes,
point
sir,
here.
in closing.
I couldn't listen to your show, throughout the week because of work, but you were making a point that during Yom Kippur, the Jewish people were putting chickens on their heads.
Right.
What is that all about? Is that in Israel or here?
No, that was over on South Beach.
Oh, South.
Yeah.
Oh, they're choking something over there.
Yeah, when you put a chicken on your head, it makes the steroids seep out of your body.
Yeah, they're choking their dicks over there. That's
okay. Have a great day.
All right, buddy.
What's wrong with that? There's a few Jewish guys named Dick. We have an open line in Dade, 5670560. Yeah, we got some old Jews over there in the old country, baby. Some of the Orthodox, they got a chicken on their head. Like I said, look, take the chicken, put it on the floor. Sit down like I'm sitting now in a chair. Put the chicken on the floor and lightly put your feet on the chicken. Then the sins will run down. The river don't flow upstream, okay? Even the Cohulawasi River don't flow upstream. This idea of sticking a chicken on your head that the sins of your body are going to flow. The sins don't flow up. They flow down. Why do you think your tootsies hurt so bad all day long, okay? Because the sins are flowing down into your feet, into your ankles, into your toes. That's where you're getting those corns for on there. That's why your feet smell so bad. You know what I'm saying?
Oy.
Put the chicken on the floor and very lightly just sit there with your feet on the chicken till it starts making a commotion and laying a couple of eggs. People with a chicken on their head and they're blowing the chauffeur. Oh. And calling me names. Here's a mobile in Miami. Hello?
Me, oh, God.
You have to wonder how the chauffeur can drive straight. Yes, sir.
How you doing today, sir?
Great. Never been better, sir. Made a nice comeback here today after a grotesque start.
You know what's happening in Dade County? I'll tell you right now, man.
Go ahead, Zugner.
These snowbirds are coming, and we're all packing it, and our stuff, too, and running like a son of a bitch.
Yeah, but just be glad to hear that Canadian currency's in the toilet again, man, and those frogs are turning around and going back where they came from.
That's true. And their cars, too.
Right.
Have a good one, Neil.
And back to you. Yeah, that's the good news. We don't want you to feel bad, all you French Canadians out there. But we hate you like poison, and too bad about that loony, man. Loonies and toonies, but they ain't worth a crap, so just go back where you came from. And go Leafs go. We have an open line at Dade, 5670560, pound 560 on the mobile one line. Those best of meals are in the Borders in Dade and Broward, each and every one of them right now as we speak. We'll be at the one over by the Galleria in Fort Lauderdale, noon to 2 tomorrow. Sam's over here running around like he's doing something important after he made Chris do all the work. Nice going there. And we'll have those T-shirts from T-Shirt Tandor. Just relax, will you? Oh, this guy. Now he's going to come in here and hock me a China that he actually did some work. What is his story? What is his story? This guy, no sense of humor, very uptight, and you know something? Oh! Good. Excellent. We're starting to get to him. Here's a mobile in Pompano. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Neil, I just want to tell you I had Nielsen, about 3 books in my house this last week.
Yeah.
And we were able to put down WAMI a few times for your show.
Oh, my God. Didn't help.
Didn't save it, I'm sorry.
Evidently not. Well, they're not showing me the ratings anymore. It's a big secret, so I have no idea what they are. I don't know what the deal is.
I'll tell you, just to get you in a nice colored shirt is a nice thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard about Ted Koppel's show last night. They did an international view of the Clinton situation. And with maybe one exception, whether Australia, Europe, South America, Israel, wherever they were, people could not believe that we were wasting as much time and effort on somebody's personal life. It was just
That's right. Absolutely correct, sir. When I was over in Europe while all this was going on and they had the president's tape coming out, and that's what everybody and their brother was saying, all the networks, all the people you talk to, same crap. They don't even understand it.
And this show, I was fairly impressed because, the American press has been so harping like they don't know what else to do. There's no other news. Meanwhile, how's that guy Rick Sanchez hit? Is he okay?
Okay, have a great day, pal. 21 till 2 at 560 WQAM. We have an open line in Dade 2 in Broward. Dow is up 118 points. NASDAQ is down only 2.5. Not too bad. We're making a little bit of a comeback here on a Friday. Your money might be worth something by Monday, but don't be too sure. Shopping for electronics.
QAM.
It's Friday, you bastard.
All right, order in the court, please. Now, just tell the court.
Oh, boy, no, my shoe. Deliciously different marijuana. Deliciously different marijuana.
I'm going to fix those Nazis over there at WAMI, okay, that are all upset about this postcard I got sitting on the mic stand here, that are all have no sense of humor. It's a joke, okay? It's a joke. It's a pair of big red lips, just like Stephanie's, okay, only bigger and redder. With 7 joints in it, okay, and it says, smoke, stone forever is what it is. It's a joke! Are we promoting smoking weed here?
No.
Damn right, damn wrong we're not.
No.
Of course not. Are we promoting legalization of marijuana?
No.
Yes, we are. No, we're not. And we're having an anti-smoking. Oh, that should put them over the top. Anti-smoking campaign on there, like they're really, put those starving kids from Africa back on there again, okay? Cut the crap, Binky, you idiot. Well, how did we get hooked up with them? Seriously, how did we get involved with this? Is it Marvin? Was that the guy? Was it Marvin who did all this?
Well, they approached Marvin because they knew that he knew you. So they had heard of you, and they wanted you.
And they thought they could start, and you know something? At this point, I hate to say this, because a lot of people have worked very hard, and Joe's eaten a lot of meals in there, but at this point, it's almost satisfying that we didn't get any numbers for him, that the show was a bigger bomb than the Japs ever saw, because when you see the kind of operation that's going on over there, you say to yourself, what's the point? Is there a point?
No.
Exactly. Other than the one on that fascist head over there, Maddie, oh, God. I mean, these people are television people?
No.
Like my grandma, and she's been dead for 20 years. Here's Coral Gables. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi. I was able to catch your last segment, when you were speaking to that Jamaican lady.
Yes.
Okay, well, anyway, I'm a Jamaican, and I do want to say that I'm one of those condescending, uppity bitches from Jamaica.
See, I told you.
But anyway.
At least you admit it. That's good.
And you're absolutely right. We do produce a lot of marijuana, and we do eat a lot of jerk chicken, but I tell you one thing we don't produce. And guess what that is?
Fags.
No.
Oh.
Dicks like you.
What is it, dicks like me?
That's right.
Oh, sure you do. There's a lot of dicks in
Okay, bye-bye. Nice talking to you.
Yeah, nice talking to you, huh? Little hit and run. Nice talking to you. Oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it through the weekend now. She gave me a little zest there. Okay, nice talking to you. We don't produce dicks like you. There's no Jamaican dicks?
Yeah, man.
Maybe that's why those women are so uppity, huh? Maybe there's like a lot of dykes in Jamaica. You think there's a lot of dykes? I wouldn't be surprised at all. Here's Fort Myers. Hello.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
Okay, sir.
I'm calling, I'm tired of all these Cubs fans calling up. The Cubs had a great season. Tapani pitched a great game last night. We got a Braves fan on the line, and that's why the Braves go to the World Series. They might not be able to win it again this year, but that's why they go every year. They find a way to win the game. The Braves bullpen is supposed to be their Achilles. Well, they looked pretty good last night compared to the Cubs.
Who's that kid that young kid that they brought in the 7th inning? Huh? Rocker. Well, that kid, he can really bring it, man. He can heave it.
Yeah, he can bring it pretty good. Lightenberg throwing pretty good. Cienez is throwing good.
Yeah.
The guy who brought in the 10th, I was a little scared there. He's only pitched in about 5 games, but he looked pretty good, too.
Yeah.
Made Blasio look like crap, but who doesn't?
Exactly. Okay, pal.
Have a good one.
Good luck to you. Braves over the Yankees, 4 straight. Wouldn't that be something? Oh, boy. Get those Yankee fans all bent out of shape. Oh, that's never going to happen. Okay, whatever you say. We'll see. We will see what we will see. Here's Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Neil.
That was up 140. Yes, sir. Buenas tardes.
Yeah, I'd like to just maybe help your listeners out a little bit. This issue about hockey, football, what's tougher, what's boring, what's not.
Right.
I played minor league hockey for just over 3 seasons.
Yes, sir.
And I can assure you that at the end of the season, when you stand in front of the mirror in your underwear, you're covered in black, blue, purple, and yellow marks as if you'd been beaten by a baseball bat.
I'm trying to envision Ray Whitney standing naked at the end of the season in front of a mirror covered with black, blue, and yellow marks.
Not a pretty sight.
Oh.
One last thing.
Yeah.
In an NFL football game, the total amount of time where the athletes are actually in motion and playing, not in the huddle, not waiting for TV timeouts, amounts to just under 8 minutes.
How do you like that?
Talk about boring.
What a bunch of pussies, man.
Yeah.
8 minutes.
8 minutes.
And these guys are getting paid millions of dollars a year to go out there and potchkey around for 8 minutes and hold hands in a huddle and stick their hands under each other's rectum. How do you like that?
Unbelievable. It's an NFL published statistic.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Thanks for the good news, sir.
Have a great day.
Thanks for straightening these bastards out.
All right, buddy.
Okay. There you go. There's your football for you.
That's a gay club, you moron.
Make no mistake about that. Yeah, the guy goes, I mean, where else in the world can you see a guy with tight pants on go and get down on all fours, another guy comes up behind him, sticks his hands under his ass, and then starts barking up, 69, 69, 69. What the hell is that? I mean, he's not talking about WAMI, I'll guarantee you that. Man, oh man, guy sticking his hands under another guy's ass, reaching for his pigskin.
That's a gay club, you moron.
And his foreskin. Boy, oh boy, you think anybody's kidding anybody here?
No.
Gee, they wonder why Monday Night Football's the numbers are dropping like a rock. Wait till, oh look at that, the Dow is up 150 points, and the NASDAQ finally moved the arrow into the plus column up 56 cents, which at least is moving in the right direction with 2 hours and some to go. What the hell happened here? There must be something, and thank God I got the volume down. I don't want to know what's going on behind the scenes. I don't want to hear the experts all talking BS. I don't want to hear Abby Joseph Cohen, Kareem Jabbar-Schwartz talking about the Dow is going to be 10,000, going to be 18. I just want to see the numbers keep going up. Get my money out, and then all you gamblers out there have a great time with it, okay? Just get it back up to where I can get most of my money back out. I think a lot of people would agree. Just let me out because we're all getting real nervous because the whole world, it's a basket case. It's a psychological thing. Not that they want anybody to panic. We're not talking world recession and depression too loud, are we? Hey, if you can't sleep at
QAM.
That's the American fucking way.
Hi there, boys and girls. Today, we've got a very extra special friend stopping by to show us all about something really special. Oh, I hear him at the door right now. Come on in, Mr. McMack.
How are you, laddie? Hey, brought by something I wanted to show you.
Ooh, I wonder what it is. It looks like an octopus with a kilt on.
That's me bag, boy.
Ooh, your bag?
Hey.
Ooh, what? Can I touch it?
Sure, go ahead.
Ooh.
Run your hands there.
That's soft.
Hey, like
really
velvet.
Soft.
Hey.
Oh, what's this right here?
That is my blowpipe.
What do you do with the blowpipe?
You blow on it, lad.
You blow on
Hey,
it?
you put your mouth around it and you blow.
Oh, can I do that?
Hey, would you like to blow my pipe, laddie?
Oh, can I?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay.
Come on, lad. You got to put your mouth around it, lad. Don't be afraid it's not going to break.
Like this?
Hey, that's a boy. Stick it all the way down your throat there.
It's getting bigger.
Hey, that means you're doing it right.
What's this over here?
That's me chanter.
What do I do with that?
What you do with that, laddie, is you put your both hands on it, you cover the hole, and you run your hands up and down the shaft real quick.
Ooh, it's making a noise.
Hey.
Like that?
Hey, run your hands up and down it there. Now what you want to do, laddie, is you want to blow on the pipe. You want to squeeze the bag nice and gentle. And then you want to run your hands up into the shaft real quick.
Okay.
All together, all at the same time.
Okay, here we go.
Good, laddie. Hey, that's good, lad. Sure. Hey, it's good, laddie. Keep blowing. Blow harder, laddie. Harder. Squeeze the bag. Squeeze more. Run your hands up and down the shaft. Quick, faster. Run your hands up and down faster. Blow. What have you been doing? You're playing on my bag.
Can we do that again?
After the catching me breath, maybe.
Boy, this market man is just zooming up there. What the hell happened? Somebody have a good BM in the White House or something? The Dow is up 155 points. And just zooming up there to astronomical, yeah, sure it is. Of course, it lost 210 yesterday and 237 the day before that. So don't get too excited. Although some of us are thinking about going home and selling. You know what I'm saying? Get that money out, baby, because the bad days are coming. Don't say that. See, the market's way up. That means everybody ought to get on the phone right now and take all the profits they're going to make today when they sell and get their Center 1 CDs, right? The Best of Neil, 97 and 98, volumes 1 and 2, which are sensational. Believe me, trust me when I tell you. CD or cassette, $20 a pop. You can call Center 1. That number is working right now. I hope they're raking in some serious bucks today. Duff Lindsay was just down here. He said he's going to give us a check for Center 1. Nice going, Duff. Oh! What about Greg Reed?
No.
What about Screw In?
No.
See, we better educate these people, make them understand that at IOD, which I hate to mention that station, but even when Paxson bought it, the head honchos there all gave us checks for Center 1. And back in the Camilla's House days when we were raising money for them, all gave us nice big checks. From the station, we used to get a check for $1,000 from, remember that? From IOD? You think we're going to get a check from the Measley boys over in...
No.
Oh, boy. Aren't we going to get a big one? Yeah. Well, they're taking it out of George's bonus. And,
so what's that number?
Oh, I didn't give it? 954. Well, I'm on a roll here, okay? Just by the Galleria in Fort Lauderdale. Hank's coming up next. We got Kimba Boatcamper at 6 o'clock. Yankees in Texas, 7:45 tonight.